Good morning. And we're live once again. Sorry about before. YouTube did not give me the notification that Andy Trucker was live. And as the subject title said, it is open line. So here is the link to get in. And once again, I will tweet it out. And Kapla Burger Prey 5. I do want to thank you for letting me know before that Andy Trucker was on. I wasn't aware that he was at the time, so I appreciate your letting me know. And Aberjam is backstage. Hello, Aberjam. How are you this afternoon?
Greetings and salutations, Kapla and Jolon True. I'm doing okay, sir. How are you?
I'm doing all right, thank you.
Good.
You staying out of trouble?
Haha, no, never. That would make life boring.
Good.
I spent all week playing SnowRunner, so I'm getting a strange urge to start killing hookers. It's the way of the trucker, I guess. Anyway, I started playing Red Dead Redemption 2 today to try and wean me off the hooker killing rampage.
Well, that might be a good idea.
Now I'm just hog tying them and kidnapping them instead.
Hello, number one sci-fi.
Greetings, number one. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Oh,
Indeed,
yes. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. And how is Mama Prey 5? The best mom that, the best Mama Prey that we know.
Doing well, we hope.
Absolutely. I hope so, too.
Given up on her dog kicking habits.
Now, we all know that Bird is the one that kicked the dog out of the bed.
Yeah, he just blamed it on his mom. Poor Mama Prey.
I know. Everybody takes things out on her because, Bird is so mean and cruel.
Well, he is an evil dictator.
That's right.
Part of his job description is being mean and cruel.
I thought those were the two absolute recommendations for the job.
Yeah. Greetings, Cinnabon.
And greetings, Cinnabon.
Hope you are doing well this fine day.
How is Strawberry?
Yes, how is Strawberry doing? Better, I hope.
Oh, I hope so too. So, I'm sorry. What were you going to say, Aberjam?
I was just going to ask if you watched Anti-Trekker's video in response to Renegade Cuts.
Yes, I did.
What did you think of it?
I liked his points. I need to watch it again.
Yeah, I found it good for the most part. There was one place where I had to pull him up. I did put it in the comments what I thought about it. I don't think it was intentional, but he created a bit of a straw man against one of Renegade's comments. So I pulled him up on that in the comments section.
Good.
One bugbear that I have, and it's with every naysayer of The Last Jedi, pretty much, and it's this Jake Skywalker thing. I mean, I don't like the arc they took in that movie any more than the next man does. But we do not have a leg to stand on in terms of canon or in terms of character. Everything about Luke in that film does fit with canon, and it does fit with his character. He just took a path that we don't particularly like. But you can't stand on canon or character to pull it down, because if you watch Luke through the original trilogy, he's cocky, he's arrogant, he's quick to dismiss others. I mean, just even in Return of the Jedi, look at the opening of Return of the Jedi when C-3PO is trying to warn him that he's standing on a trapdoor, and he's just like, "Shut up, 3PO." You know. So he has all of these character flaws that, yes, he does manage to veer away from to a large degree by the end of the trilogy, but they're still there. They're still part of his genetic makeup. They're still a part of his character. So, it makes sense that by the end of Jedi, he's pretty full of himself. He's become the master, as it were. So it makes sense that he would make a Jedi Academy and train up others. And it does make sense that, sensing the darkness in Ben Solo, that he would be, kind of taken aback by it. And he would fear what Ben Solo would become, having seen what Vader would become,
right?
And we saw in Return of the Jedi, he's fallen into that trap before. You think he's the cool, calm, collected guy, but as soon as Vader threatens Leia, Luke just loses it, and he starts wailing on Vader with no self-control, just pure aggression, and he only just stops himself short of killing Vader before he kind of gets a grip on himself, And he does the same with Ben Solo, just to a lesser degree. He gets that, he searches Ben's thoughts, and he says in the commentary in the movie, not the director commentary, but actually his Luke narrating what happened, he says, I searched his thoughts, and he was much darker than I could ever have imagined. And I think that shock was what led him to, just for a split second, think, I need to stop him. I need to kill him and stop what he's going to do. And then he says, but, it was a fleeting moment of pure instinct. And then he catches himself and he realizes this is not the way. So, to my mind, it all fits in with his character, and it does fit canonically. It's just a choice that we didn't really want to see Luke making.
Right. I agree. Having said that, here's my issue with the movie, and that is because of the seizure warning that was given.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate, by the way. I cannot watch the movie. So my problem is with making a movie which would require a seizure warning without making a cut of the movie without that in there.
Yeah, you would think that. I mean, I don't know how practical that would be. I think a lot of the scenes do call for that. I don't know how you would justify the cost of doing that, but then again, they manage to justify the cost of all the other terrible mistakes that they make. So why they wouldn't justify making doing a good thing? But that's a different movie. That was Rise of Skywalker that gave the the epilepsy warning. Last Jedi, I don't think, has a epilepsy warning, and as I recall, there's not really much in there that would trigger somebody's epilepsy.
Well, hopefully, I like I said, I have not seen it. And maybe I should.
I think if you're really interested in all the discussion, particularly around Jake, quote unquote, Skywalker, then it's worth watching just to have an educated opinion. If you're not all that fussed about it, then as far as Star Wars films go, it's okay. I mean, when I first watched it, I liked it. Watching it in retrospect and digging a little deeper beneath the surface of what it does, that diminishes my enjoyment a little bit. But I don't think it's a terrible movie. I just don't like the arc that they took with Luke. But as I say, I don't got a canonical leg to stand on in terms of, well, that's not what Luke would do. It is absolutely one of the paths that Luke could have taken given his character flaws. So it depends on how deep you are into the discussion and how interested you are in the discussion as to whether or not it's worth watching. If you don't watch it, you're not really missing out. I mean, the entire sequel trilogy, not a huge amount to write home about. I mean, you'll still live a perfectly fulfilled life just by watching the original trilogy, you know.
Which I like, yes.
Yeah. I mean, the sequel trilogy isn't part of my headcanon. You know, to me, it's Kingdom of the Lost Skull. You know, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. It's a thing that happened, but it's not it's not a real part of the canon. You know, in my head.
Right.
But you know, I don't think it's a terrible film. I think the sequel trilogy gets worse as it goes on. The last one, Rise of Skywalker, is, I would say, generally more enjoyable than The Last Jedi. But in terms of story, it's definitely inferior. I mean, The Last Jedi, whether you like it or loathe it, at least has a story to it. You know, it tries to explore things, whereas Rise of Skywalker is just get a thing, to find a thing, to go to a thing, to do a thing, and that's it. In terms of, you know, brain out, popcorn in, pure action, it's a good movie. The pace is pretty fast. It doesn't really slow down. So if you've got a short attention span, it's not a bad sci-fi movie, but it's not a great Star Wars movie.
Oh, and we do have Mr. Lundell backstage. I didn't mean to ignore him. Let's bring him up, see if we can keep Averjam still on with 3 people on.
We'll see how we go. 3's all right. 4 seems to be the panic button.
And good morning, Mr. Lundell. How are you?
I can't complain.
That is good to hear. What is going on this morning, sir?
I think you're having a senior moment. Are you with us, Mr. Lundell? No, he's dropped his donut.
That happens.
Nice to see you, Cinnabon. Take care.
See you later, Cinnabon.
So, you've not seen Rise of Skywalker. I assume you've not seen The Last Jedi?
No.
No. Have you seen Force Awakens?
No.
So you've not seen any of the sequel trilogy?
No, I have not.
Oh, okay. That's fair enough. I don't know if you care about spoilers then. Probably heard them all anyway.
Oh, yes, I've heard them all. At least most of them. And I'll be quite honest, I knew the big reveal before I saw crap. The Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, really? I mean, I was what, maybe 10 years old, I think. What year was it? 83?
Yes.
83. So I was 9 years old when it came out. And of course, there wasn't the kind of media coverage back then that there is now with the internet. So it was just, you know, what you read in a magazine or what you saw on Blue Peter. So as I recall, there was, I think there was a bit of murmuring that there was some big revelation in it, but I don't recall that there was any kind of spoiler stuff out there when I went to see it.
No, what happened was I happened to buy the book that day, and I read it.
Oh, and it was in the book.
It was in the book.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's a small misstep by Lucasfilm.
Of course, I thought, okay, maybe it could be different. So I was still surprised by the revelation.
Yeah. Of course, the interesting thing about that is Mark Hamill was the only person who knew that was the case. Even the guy that played Vader, not James Earl Jones, the actual actor in the suit, David Prowse. Even David Prowse didn't know what he was meant to be saying. In his script, it was Obi-Wan killed your father.
Right.
So at the time of filming, the only person who knew what it was Mark Hamill. But they'd written his response in such a way that could apply to Vader saying, "I am your father," or it could equally apply to him saying, "Obi-Wan killed your father." The response would still be equally appropriate.
Exactly.
So nobody had a clue. And then, because what is it? He says it's in one of the extras on Star Wars. He says George Lucas said, "Now listen, I know Darth Vader's your father, and Spielberg knows Darth Vader is your father, and the only other person that knows Darth Vader is your father is you. So if this gets out anywhere, we'll know who's to blame." And Mark, I was like, "Okay, I won't say anything to anyone." So and nobody knew, and until the release came out, the only other person that knew was obviously James Earl Jones, who did the voiceover a little later in post-production.
Right.
So at the time of the film coming out, only 4 people knew: Lucas, Spielberg, Hamill, and James Earl Jones. Yeah, we lost Mr. Londell. Hopefully he'll be back.
No, I put him in the back because all I could hear was his typing, or what it sounded like pounding on the keyboard. I thought, oh, well, I don't think everybody in the world's going to appreciate hearing keyboard
Pounding on the
typing.
keyboard? No,
Yeah.
I mean, I do most of my pounding in the bedroom, to be honest. Wait for the penny to drop.
Oh my. Well,
I know there's not much to be said after that, is there?
that's not much follow up to that. No.
So, moving swiftly on, when's your next Enterprise episode review with Mr. Canuck?
On Wednesday.
Or Wednesday? Because the last one was a Saturday, right? If I remember.
No, they're on Wednesday.
On Wednesday.
Yeah. On Saturday we do karaoke on his channel, and we could be doing something later on today, but that depends on if Canuck wakes up and gets online.
Oh, fair enough. Well, I shall look forward to your next episode review on Wednesday. Hopefully, I'll be there in the chat, depending on what time it is you do it. Oh, you Americans, you tend to do your live streams while I should be in bed asleep.
Yes, that is true. But of course, the time difference is a big deal.
Yeah. Anywhere between 6 and 8 hours, or 5 and 8 hours.
Yeah.
But I do my best to keep up. I'll stay up till 2 in the morning if I think it's going to be a lively stream.
I couldn't do that, not without taking a nap.
Well, I do. I mean, my body clock's messed up. it just falls. My body just falls asleep whenever it wants. But yeah, I'll stay up late if I think it's going to be worth it. I mean, I'll even stay up till 3 or 4 in the morning if I think I'll get a chance to take the piss out of Bird. It's my number one pastime, that is.
Oh yes, that is well worth it.
Hopefully, he'll be streaming some fun time gaming later on today. He usually does a bit of gaming on Sunday, doesn't he? I don't know if he's still in the chat. Are you still in the chat, Bird?
That's a good question, because he's usually backstage by now.
Yeah, he usually joins. I hope you're keeping an eye on backstage. You tend to be a little lax where that's concerned.
Well, thank you very much. No, I saw he was there, but we were in the middle of talking, so I waited until you were finished, and then I let Mr. Londell in, and so then obviously he was busy with something by that time. So hopefully, if he can come back, then he will.
Yeah. Well, he did say Mama Pray's busy with Mother's Day stuff, so maybe he's getting caught up in that.
Well, that's probably true. That's probably true, and of course, I'm sure that Sis O'Prey got her Mother's Day things from the Baby O'Prey.
Yes, I would hope so.
Other than the normal, kicks, of course.
Best Mother's Day present you could hope for, getting kicked in the stomach. Oh, well, we love them because they're our kids.
Oh, absolutely. And speaking of kids, how is your cat?
Oh, my fur child.
Yes.
There's Bird. We were just saying we hope she got a inordinate amount of Mother's Day well wishes and niceties.
Well, thank you, Mountains of Elysium, for the like. I appreciate that.
And also the best Mother's Day present she can hope from Kid O'Prey is a kick in the stomach from inside. Oh, well, that's nice.
I hope your sister is having a good Mother's Day. So,
is he getting ready to come out, Bird? How far along is she?
I think they said they were going to take him out on June 15th, I believe. But you never know.
Well, yeah, he's getting. If it's June 15th, it's not far off. What's that? About 6 weeks, 5-6 weeks.
Yeah.
So yeah, he'll be jumping at the bit. End of June, but they're taking him mid-June.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's about 7 months. Oh, yeah. But yeah, getting back, yes, the fur child is ruling the roost as always. She's shut outside at the moment. I had the window open all morning, but it started getting a bit chilly, so I went to the window, called her in, but she just sat there and stared at me like, "Not on your Nelly, mate." So,
she's like, no, I'm having a fun time out.
yeah,
And
I'm supervising the neighbors.
exactly.
So, yeah.
Exactly. And now Mr. Lundell is backstage again. I'm going to try to add him in again. Let's see what happens. Hello, Mr. Lundell. How are you doing?
Earth to Mr. Lundell. Come in, Mr. Lundell. Are you receiving? Over.
You guys are breaking up like crazy.
Oh. Not for each other. And you're not breaking up. You're
No.
loud and clear.
Absolutely.
There must be an issue on your end somewhere. Maybe it's your if you're listening to speakers or a headset, maybe there's a loose connection there somewhere.
I don't know. Everything on my end seems good.
Well, we're all on our end now too, so
You just robo voicing. So
oh well,
Yep.
Captain sounds fine to me.
There was a time for a bit earlier when I heard Aberjam robo voice, but that was just for a brief second, and then it seemed fine. So, what have you got going on, Mr. Lindell, for today? Any groovy movies?
okay. Let me reboot then. I think that should do it. Because I can't hear squat anybody saying.
Third time's the charm. So what's the next Enterprise episode? You'll have to refresh my memory.
Oh, good grief. Right offhand, I cannot think. I've past couple of days have not been good for me, so
Not doing your homework. I am disappointed.
oh, trust me, I'll do it tomorrow. I always watch on Monday just to kind of refresh my memory, and then we'll watch again on Wednesday, where we kind of do a commentary with each other, and then together
Yeah.
afterward.
I'm just
But
having a quick scan down the list. It was episode 8 last week, wasn't it?
I believe so.
Unfortunate Son. No, episode here. It was episode 9. Fortunate Son.
Yes.
Next one is Cold Front. A group of aliens watch a stellar phenomenon on board Enterprise. When the ship is saved from blowing up, crewman Daniels has a message for Archer. Oh, so this is when we see Daniels for the first time.
Yes. And good morning, Loki. How are you this morning?
Full of mischief, no doubt.
As always.
So yeah, that's going to be an interesting episode. It's got a bit of a mix of stuff going on in that one, as I recall.
It will be interesting to hear his reaction to it.
Yeah, I have a feeling the whole Time War thing's going to set him off a little bit.
Oh, yeah, I think so too. I do think Ramlin Canuck will have a problem with that. And yeah, we may have to make the final episode an extended version just to get all the complaints that Rambling will have about it out of the way. But that's a few seasons away.
I mean, we've seen the time, what do they call, the Time Bureau or something. We've seen them in Star Trek before. They showed up in Voyager.
Right.
Were they ever in the OG? I can't remember. I don't think they were in the OG, were they?
No.
No. But my opinion of them has always been, what a bunch of assholes, basically.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, they've got all this time traveling technology, and they're just dragging everybody else into their shit. And I'm kind of with Janeway on this one. Just get out of my face. Just leave me alone. Piss off.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, and yes, thank you, Trey, for popping in. I hope your mom is doing well. And let's see here, get some work done on the greenhouse. I hope you get some work done there. And I'm looking forward to seeing your stream tonight. So, anyone's welcome to join. I put the link in, so if you would like to, please feel free. And yes, Trey, let everybody know we wish your mom happy Mother's Day.
One of the other issues I have with the Time Travel Bureau is that they established, at least in Voyager, that 3 times and you're done. Your 4th time starts to lead to molecular degeneration, I think. But whatever the reason, you can't travel 4 times. You can't time travel more than 4 times, because then it basically ends up killing you.
Yeah.
And yet we see people in Star Trek taking a lot more than 4 trips, and it doesn't seem to bother them.
Yeah, well, that continuity,
Yeah.
quantum.
I mean, it can be. I get it. Star Trek has some continuity issues, and I understand it can be very hard to keep track of that sort of stuff. But when you have a very kind of straightforward basic rule like time travel more than 3 times and you're dead, you think that wouldn't be easy to keep a track on.
You would think. And we do have LDG backstage, so I'm going to add him on. I didn't want to interrupt you, so. And there we go. We have LDG on. And how are you this morning?
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Am I coming in okay?
Yes,
Morning,
you
sir.
are.
No robot voice?
No.
Excellent. Taking my morning pills there. How's everybody doing?
I am acceptable.
Not too bad, thank you.
Didn't realize how late it was already. Anti-Trekker already had his stream. Looks
Yes,
like.
you did. Yes.
Yeah,
course-
we did.
I started my first stream, and all of a sudden, Bird got on and said, "Oh, you're not going to Anti-Trucker stream?" I said, huh? So,
Oh.
yeah, I of course, I didn't get a notification. So,
Right?
just love that.
I hear you.
So I
Yeah,
tried
no.
again. Now I'm trying
You
again.
for the
with
weekend.
this. So,
Yeah, I had woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning. My whole body's screaming like I just got in a fight with Bruce Lee. Oh, uncomfortable.
Sounds like fun.
Well, I don't know. I wake up and my body gets put into certain positions, and then I wake up and my back sore, my arm sore, my lower back sore, my leg sore, my neck sore, and that's waking up.
You can
I went and took a nice hot shower. That helped out a little bit.
like me.
Uh-oh.
oh joy!
Chopping up a little bit.
Get out of the chair without making an involuntary grunt. Mike and Robot.
No, just choppy. A little bit.
No,
Let me see if it's me.
No, it's. I don't know
it's
what
like
happened.
me.
Are you hearing the same thing, Cap?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, so it's not me then. All right.
No.
It's going around, man. There's this internet. First Londell, then Aberjam. Next thing you know, I'm gonna be going all crazy.
It's got digital, man. That virus is everywhere.
Oh, I'm just glad that that you're able to come
Yeah.
on Aberjam. It's good that even with your crappy phone, you can still get on the internet.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here. We actually work. If the robot be suggesting, let me know. I'll still have.
You know, they should have just in case. They should have like some kind of closed caption. So even if your video doesn't get out, your text that what you're saying gets out, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
That would be cool. I'm not
Yeah,
just talking
that
about
would-
the channel. I'm talking about like like you, me, and Captain Trek. Like we would all have our little panel here. So even if we're like bit, 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 and you'd see the words at least, you know.
No, you have a computer anyways, right? So, personal opinion, is that easily doable?
Yeah.
Would it be easily doable?
Oh
Something.
my.
I mean, Google already has technology for it. So
Oh, absolutely.
Every time you speak on the phone, every time we have a video, all this is getting voice recognition, whether we know it or not.
Yep.
And
hello, Mando Merc. Glad to have you.
Yeah, that's listening.
oh, that's right. I keep forgetting to switch over to live. Oh, Max World's in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Mondo. Bird of Prey. How's it going? I found Bird of Prey's other channels yesterday, so I subscribed to those. Didn't realize there were other Prey channels.
Yes, there is the Bird of Prey 5X. That's his alternative channel. And then there's the Mama Prey 5, who is not yet putting out content, but she will.
I thought I saw a couple videos passing.
Yeah.
She'll let us down.
See, I think Bird of Prey 5 is keeping Mama Prey 5 from having more live streams and videos because he knows her channel would surpass his.
Right?
Right? Yeah. It's just a luck to stream.
You know, she would be, like at 5,000, and he'd still be under 3.
I think that's nature, though, right? Anybody who becomes popular, their mother would just surpass them, no matter who they are. Like everybody want to know they're someone's mother. You know what I mean? Like, hear all the stories and.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sure a lot of people's mothers would go, their popularity.
Yeah, whatever your popularity is, it's only mathematical that anything related to you would be more, you know? Whether it be your mother, your father, I mean, those are prime though.
Trust me, my father wouldn't. Him and computers don't go together.
Yeah, same here. Same here. But I was potty trained at gunpoint, so I'm sure that's a lot of stories there. I'm sure he'd get quite famous if he did. A lot of interesting stories behind my father. Whew.
So, Aberjam, how does your cat usually let you know when she wants in? Because she is not wanting in now, obviously. Oh, and we lost.
He's in the chat.
We lost Aberjam.
Yeah, I think we lost Aberjam, but he's in the chat right now. 11:18. Yeah, he just said something.
Yeah.
Effing technology. Glad I could be on for a while at least.
Yeah.
Is he
Mando Merc is in back. Hello.
Hey guys.
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm all right. I guess.
Best as we can be, right?
So what
Yeah.
has been going on with you, sir?
Well, last night I spent 4 hours doing the game and recorded the entire thing, only for YouTube to cut 45 minutes out of the video. So now it's
Or-
only. I
Why did
uploaded
they-
a 4-hour video, and now it only has it's now only 3 hours and 20 minutes. I don't know where the last couple of minutes went.
Did you locally record, or did you just send it to YouTube automatically?
Oh, locally recorded.
Then you should still have the whole thing.
Oh, I know, but
Oh.
I uploaded it like 3 times, and it's still only 3 hours. and 20 minutes.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
So I'm trying to figure out
If you want
why.
the whole amount, maybe you could. I doubt there's a hard limit. I mean, geez. But maybe if you, what are you recording at? What's your frame rate record speed? 60.
No, it should just be whatever. I think 30 actually.
Okay, I was gonna say if it was 60, maybe you can cut it down to 30, and that might get
I
the
think
whole
I have
file.
it set to 30.
Okay.
And I don't usually record and stream at the same time because I know that'll put stress on my CPU.
Yeah.
It depends on your PC, but yeah, it does.
True. I don't think it actually does on
Mine
mine,
can
but
handle
that's
it.
the warning they give me, so I figured.
Yeah. You got an SSD. You got an SSD and any kind of brand, recent good processor like the 3900 or the i9, then you should be okay. Especially if you have a 3900 or higher, you should be okay. SSD is where it's critical. It's not the processor that slows it down; it's your hard drive that slows it down. That's
Gotcha.
the most important part. The processor has no problem. Like that's easy recording and streaming. No
I'm
problem.
still on an i7 49.7.
4900.
Yeah, I think so. No,
Yeah.
maybe yeah. I don't know. I'm on a 3-year-old processor at this point, so.
Again, not that bad. 3 years is not bad. It's mainly that SSD you gotta have, man. That blows away any other regular hard drive. Just blows it away.
I just got my SATA cables after 3 months now, so I can finally upgrade my new SSDs that I've had just lying around for a couple of months.
Oh yeah.
That
Yeah.
is good. But
I
you're
know.
finally able to.
I've been waiting. I've been trying to upgrade my machine for a while. Just that prioritized shipping is kind of delayed. What gets where?
Oh yeah, absolutely. All this stuff going on has got stuff really screwed up.
I'm gonna try a couple things here. God, I almost felt like today was Monday. Oh, one more day. One more day.
Don't scare me like that.
I know, man. It's like I got so much on the brain, and this morning, as soon as I woke up, even though I woke up like hell, we had to deal with some more ISP BS, and still waiting for our phone lines to get ported over, which they told us last time. Oh yeah, 24 hours, and then I woke up to Father on the phone, and he's like, "They didn't do it. They need a confirmation." I'm like, "What do you mean? I got the confirmation. I got the notes right here. I mean, I take notes every phone call I make." I spoke to a Kim. It should be on the notes. So I spoke to Kim, said she was porting it over. Nope. No, it isn't. So now we had to do it again. Now we got to wait another 72 hours just to get our phone number back. I swear to God, I made one phone call just to ask for one thing: better internet. And this is what happened. Weeks later, and we're still not finalized in our package, in our equipment, and all that fun stuff.
Yes, that is always a pain in the butt.
We need a Revolut, guys, against the ISPs, because this is absolute B crap. This internet they give us, and they tell us, well, this is what the average person uses. That's their excuse, is absolute bull crap. We all need to argue and call in and tell them to do the internet properly, and none of this telling us who we can connect to and who we can't connect to. and give us the right internet speeds that we deserve. Oh, people like us who are trying to stream. I mean, if I want to stream to Twitch and YouTube at the same time, that's 15 megabits a second I need. How many people have 15 megabit upload? Doubtfully much. The lowest package is 5.
Right.
You can barely Twitch with that, let alone YouTube. And if you are YouTubing, you have to do all like super low resolution, super low everything. And you still get intermittent disconnections and halts and crap. And there's no reason for it. There's no logical reason why they do it. There's nothing stopping them except for their own greed. Not one thing.
So what game are you doing, Meadow?
Oh, more Star Citizen.
Ah.
Yeah. I actually have the video. I believe it's premiering right now.
Well, right now I can honestly say I'm not on YouTube. Well, not looking at the YouTube tab. So, let's see here. No, it's not showing for me, but that's just that again, that's YouTube.
Yeah, I've been ghosted a lot lately. People keep telling me like, "Hey, you're not showing up my notifications," and they have like the bell and everything. I don't know whether I should be honored or concerned.
Well, considering that most of the ones that seem to be ghosted the most are the bigger channels, I'd be honored.
Yeah, that's
There.
well, at least the quality of the footage is pretty good though, so that's a good sign. Usually when I do videos that YouTube deems, I guess, not family friendly, playing Doom, they just downgrade the video, even though I upload at least 1080p videos. So
Yeah.
it's like, what? You had a good quality video? Now we're just gonna have it stutter and freeze, and you're not gonna be able to do anything about it. That's just because they have that whole family-friendly thing now.
Yeah.
And Doom is very clearly not a family-friendly game when you get to rip demons apart with your bare hands.
Yeah. Well,
armored hands, still.
So you figure that would be if you were a family of Christians. Down, demons, down. Say no to the devil. Yes.
of course, if parents were doing their jobs and monitoring what their children are doing online, it would not be an issue.
Well, I mean, I was playing the original Doom when I was a kid, so I don't see how Doom is a problem.
No.
Yeah.
But I mean, if parents have a problem with what their kids are doing online, they should monitor it.
They should, but they don't have any. There's no resource to do that. That's the bullshit. That's what I'm trying to change.
Well, they can always be
Not
right
to
there.
mention, society forces parents to have to work 2 jobs and not be
Well, they can always
parents,
pull,
and not self-train them, and not homeschool them, and not. There's no family-oriented laws whatsoever.
No, well, parents can, or essentially censorship should be handled by parents, and it's like that's why kids try to like break away from their parents and try to find things on their own. That's that's kind of how I first started playing Doom, because oh no, my parents didn't want me playing it, but then I found it on my dad's computer and played it anyways.
Oh,
Same with Duke Nukem.
Duke Nukem was fun. Nope. People are too busy trying to survive and get creative raising their kids. And that's not all of them, but most of them. Most of them have this automatic sense that you can just let your kids experience it the way they're supposed to experience it. And if you ever did that to a dog, if I ever opened up my front door and said, "Go learn for yourself, boy," he'd be dead within seconds. You can't treat your kids like that.
My cats are not alley cats. They would not survive.
Yeah,
they are
kids
very
the same
much
way.
domestic, but
Kids are the same way because all they see is Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory, and they don't realize it's freaking Batman out there.
Good morning, Lori Roberts. How are you?
hey, Lori.
But some try. It would be nice if we had someone actually create a program or a website that would promote all of the stuff that we're talking about. So,
Unfortunately, that would also be monitoring what we're doing, and I think a
Yeah.
lot of people would be opposed to that.
yeah, but there's a way to do it
I'd
right.
probably be one of them.
There's a way to do it right. That you can't think statically like that. You can't think statically like that.
I'm just saying what people would be opposed to. I'm not
Yeah,
saying
no,
whether I agree or disagree.
Oh, you're right, and I'm trying to make sure that that's not the case. Anybody who has any of those, oh well, it's monitoring. No bullshit. No, there's a way to do it right, sir. Or anyone, whoever's thinking that right now, there's a way to do it right.
The way that let's say Tencent is doing it is not the right way. And if
The way most people are doing it's not the right way. Yeah, I don't trust anybody right now. There's nobody, not even Google's doing it right. If you knew what Google is doing with your information right now, you'd stop using Google. You have no one even has a clue what Google's doing with your information right now. Where your cell phone is, all that analytical data that you think is being absolutely harmless is an effing joke. And the fact that they're profiting off of it. You could be making income right now off of what you do online. Making a real absolute check every month. I'm not talking about dollars either. I'm talking about hundreds of dollars.
I'm glad you're doing well, Lori Roberts. What is going on today? And let me get back to the chat.
Yeah. Doesn't looking like any new shows are coming out.
Not that I've seen, but I've not really been paying much attention.
Yeah, I'm looking right now. I mean, the only shows that I'm even interested in is Blacklist and MacGyver right now, and that's
I've
yesterday,
been following some
Friday.
gaming news and I guess categorizing it for my podcast, which I do monthly. And I don't know if you guys heard about this, but in Cyberpunk 2077, you can customize your genitals. It also will feature first-person sex scenes.
Well, that's
It's clearly going to be an adult-only game.
Yeah, right. So adult that the average person that loses their virginity is what, 14, 15?
No. I mean, I'm still going to get it. It's CD Projekt Red, the guys that made the Witcher games. So I've been looking
Blacklist is awesome.
What?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought you were done talking. I was just responding to Lori Roberts. She loves the Blacklist too. Yeah, I love Blacklist.
I've
Awesome.
not watched the Blacklist.
It's got that James Spader in it from Stargate, the movie, and he does an excellent job. He also plays in Boston Legal and whatnot.
Oh, and Mando Merc, if you would be so kind to add your channel into the stream so that people can subscribe if they would like, if they're not already.
Sure. Just Mando Merc. I do pretty much gameplay videos and random shenanigans in games. And I have my second channel called Cast in the Shadows, where I do my podcast and more discussion and news-oriented videos.
Oh, then pop both in. You're now a mod.
Bunny. What's 2077?
That's just what I was going to ask. What is 2077 there, Cinnabon?
Oh, Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah, that would be it. I needed the reference.
Fully customizable genitals. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. Oh God.
Oh yeah, and if I was reading some articles about it, and apparently it can get a lot steamier than just that. Like one of the articles, I guess, got to see some of it, and they go into a bit of detail on like what expect to see certain things, like the NPC moving down on the player's crotch and stuff like that. To quote them, by the way, that was interesting to read.
Yeah, I'm reading it right now. This is hilarious.
Right.
This is hilarious.
But hey, gives you the freedom to do whatever the hell you want to do.
That's good.
Say that about another game. Well, about most other games. It's usually untrue.
I'm not against it. You need an outlet like this kind of stuff, but
No, I that's one thing. Like, I just find it interesting. I'm not saying it's good or bad.
that's why people don't walk in on other people's holodeck times. That's you need an outlet like that. I just hope it doesn't get ruined or corrupted or some bullshit happens because
it's a single player RPG, so
yeah. I just wish it was multiplayer. That'd be a different story.
I wish there was a multiplayer version just so that I can actually play this type of game with friends. But
yeah, totally,
entirely,
absolutely.
Like that's what my friend and I wanted out of Fallout before they released Fallout 76. Like, we just wanted co-op Fallout, and now we have this glitchy mess of a game that plays worse than Star Citizen, which is an actual alpha.
Well, I'd like to thank you for putting your channels out there.
Yeah, I didn't realize I got promoted, so.
Well, you've been coming here enough, and I like your content, so.
Thanks.
Of course,
Also,
YouTube.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, I don't know also if anyone knows, but Cyberpunk 2077 is a sequel to the tabletop game, Cyberpunk 2020. So, Keanu Reeves actually plays one of the main characters from the tabletop game.
Cool.
And
I had not known that.
Supposedly he has more lines of dialogue than your character. you choose what he said, because you have dialogue options. But no, Keanu Reeves has more dialogue than you. Because I think he was the main character of the last game. So
Well, considering what you're probably going to be paying for it, it should be worth it.
it's only maybe $60 unless you get the collector's edition. There's only 2 versions of the game, as far as I'm aware. There's no deluxe edition where it's just the game and a different cover art, and that's it. No, the CD Projekt Red's only doing 2 different versions of the game, just the base one for $60, and then I think there's another one for more, but I don't remember how much.
Yeah.
But it included a bunch of cool stuff, steel covered box and all that. So statues.
Well, I'm sure.
Yeah, sorry, you go.
No, I'm sure it's well worth the price for somebody who would really play it a lot.
Yeah, especially since these types of games usually have good replay values. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, also CD Projekt Red is pretty much one of the only, if not the only, good AAA gaming developer out there. The rest of them are just worried about monetization or being woke or whatever.
I don't understand that, but that's me.
I don't either, and I'm the one following and covering the news on gaming. I mean, the whole Battlefield 5 came out 2018. That was the one with the female British commando amputee on the cover.
Yeah.
It's a World War II shooter, and it's not a fantasy World War II shooter like Wolfenstein.
Well, that sounds so historically accurate. Accurate in air quotes.
Well, when the game released, EA stock plummeted 40%. So
that
it released half finished. There were the training level, the tutorial level, was not included in the game on release.
Well, that's.
It literally had a square in the menu saying coming out whenever the day was. It was going to come out. They also don't call the evil Germans what they should.
Right. Oh, really?
Yeah. So, and there's no evil German insignias in the game. So you're just fighting angry Germans.
Okay, that's right. Sure.
They call them the elites in the game instead. I don't know why. Well,
it sounds like revisionist history.
Oh yeah, I love ripping that game apart. I hate it when people rewrite history, especially when it comes to World War II. I love ripping that game apart. What?
Sorry. Sorry. Can't keep track of my windows for a second.
That was just a repeat of what you said.
Yeah. I have to. Yeah, I'm on the live stream. So, what are your plans for the day, Cap? Anything in particular going on?
Not too much here. What about you?
Well, thank God it's not Monday like I originally was thinking. So, no, I gotta box up some equipment to get sent out. I have to want to get a little bit more work done on my channel page. I'm hoping my assistant comes by to help me out with some office rearranging. So a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Kind of got me in Bird of Prey. Kind of got me wanting to watch some more Indiana Jones yesterday.
They're all on Netflix. So
Which I love my VLC because now when Bird of Prey like streams his movies, I can just right click and download the movie. Literally, I get a copy of everything. So I must have watched. I must have watched yesterday's movie like 4 times. Raiders of the Lost Ark. But I kind of want to watch the Doom one, and I kind of want to watch Last Crusade.
yeah, I've watched Last Crusade millions of times.
Oh, it was just because I forgot. I forgot the scenes from Raiders. I was like, holy crap, like, it's been so long. I kind of thought Raiders and Temple of
But you
Doom
mean
were
you
the same
forgot,
movie.
like, the scenes where he fighting the giant, essentially the rest of the big guy in the plane, and then the plane kind of shreds his head.
Yeah, that was a good scene. That was a good scene. I'm sorry, I meant Raiders and Last Crusade.
Yeah, Last Crusade though is such a, you can watch that endlessly over and over again.
So no news on excuse me. No news on the hell's it called? Discovery.
I've not heard anything, but I'm not in the know, so.
I haven't heard anything. I haven't been following Star Trek news that much lately.
Looking right now.
And looking at the past
Sometime
and seeing how
2020.
inaccurate things are, I've learned to not pay attention to all of the insider sources because they're not always the most accurate.
Yeah.
More like promotional
Yeah.
stuff rather than actual sources.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing is, I think a lot of it, they are intentionally leaking misinformation to throw people off.
Yeah, that's how you're supposed to do it, though. That. I have nothing wrong with that. That's the answer to this whole bullshit. Why people can't be transparent because the enemy here is well. Guess what? You know how do you counter that? Disinformation. You absolute moron. There's nothing wrong with disinformation as long as the right information is out there as well. Just gotta know how to find it. But no, they're too NDA about that. They don't want nothing, no one about anything, about nothing, about nothing. And they think they have a right to it, and they don't. Just like this whole Watch Dogs thing going on with Last of Us. And then they got the hammer dropped on them. Trying to take people's channels down just by saying the words.
I'm following all this video game news, and I have not been following that one.
Yeah, I mean,
I know what's going on, but I just...
Yeah, they're trying to close people's channels down, completely shut their channels down just by saying the words.
Yeah.
They're not even breaking any rules. They're just saying words.
Oh, I know. I've seen it.
It's horrible. You do not have the right to do any of that. That is outside your control, mother effer. If it gets out, it gets out. End of story. There is no taking it back.
Yeah, I love...
The internet doesn't have an undo button.
Yeah, you just compared to, say, the guys that make Crysis, the game. They recently made a announcement about...
and we have Bird of Prey 5.
Hey, Bird of Prey.
Kapla.
Hey, Bird.
Kapla. How you guys doing?
Doing well. How are you, Bird?
I'm feeling better than I did yesterday, but I've apparently lost 9 pounds. in the last week.
What?
Yeah, I
9 pounds?
9 pounds from last time we checked. So yeah, I was definitely having issues.
Are we talking water weight or are we talking actual weight?
I'm guessing water and other matter weight. I'm guessing water and stuff between. Yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
been eating much, but I'm trying to drink a lot today to hopefully get
Drink a lot
my
of water.
hydration back up. Yeah, water and Pedialyte.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like I say, you don't want to just drink water or else you're going to throw your electrolyte balance off.
Yeah. But otherwise, feeling a bit better today, so that's good.
Yeah,
Thank you for asking.
Tell everyone
I hit an all-time low with my sugar. Yesterday was it, or the day before yesterday?
I'm sorry, Bird. What was Mama Price saying?
Oops.
So as you're just saying, wish everyone and all their mothers in their lives happy Mother's Day. Anyone who has
absolutely.
mothers
Oh,
in
that's
their
good.
lives or aunts or
Probably-
anyone who's a mother.
I should.
Speaking of which, I gotta go do that right now. I'll be right back.
Absolutely.
Every Mother's Day, I
And
pay away from my mother as a gift.
please tell Mama Prey we say Happy Mother's Day and same to Sister Prey.
I will. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, it's weird. This is, I mean, technically she didn't have the baby yet, but I can really consider it as Sisso Prey's first Mother's Day because, she's already acting like a mother and doing what she needs to do for the baby. So
Yeah.
it counts.
Oh, yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, it counts.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm
If
gonna.
you can see the baby kick, you're a mother. Mother's Day counts for sure. I'm not sure where it begins, but I'll tell you, it definitely at this point.
So
I guess
is-
it would begin when you're informed that you're pregnant.
Yeah. Jeff, I don't have it figured out, but I'll take it as a compliment.
trust me, if any of us had it figured out, we'd be rich.
Oh, wait, what are we figuring out?
Jeff Franklin saying,
Life.
I'm glad you all have it figured out. I am just stupid.
Jeff, if I had it figured out, I'd be walking and rich and married with kids. But I'm none of those things.
Who would you be married to?
Oh, there were a few along the way. Some I tried but failed, in which I don't regret. But then are the ones I just never pursued for whatever reasons, and those are the ones I regret the most. So, it's true what they say, you only really regret what you don't try.
Oh, exactly. Exactly. There's no more truth than that. Yeah, I do not regret trying things that I did, even when I didn't do the best. At least I tried.
Darth Revan says Bird's current girlfriend is called Vacuum.
I thought that was Life with Matthew. Sorry, Bird.
No, it's okay.
Well, at least I'm giving you the compliment of being the man.
That's true. Sassy, what do you have now? What would she have that's green and flat? Almost looks like a leaf of romaine lettuce. No, it's not lettuce.
An actual leaf?
Is that a fig?
Oh, Sassy, give me that.
Well, if you have any like plants or flowers
Oh,
in
it's-
the apartment, they're probably she's probably eating them.
It happens to
That's what my
drop
cat does.
on your way.
Oh,
What?
Had it.
Sassy pulled off a piece of cardboard that covers up a sharp piece on her doggy ramp
Ah,
that she doesn't even use.
It's folded up.
And I bought a dog ramp for her to make it easier for her to jump up on the bed, but she decided she'd rather use these old steps we had instead. And so this perfectly good ramp is just folded up. And anyway,
She a small dog.
what were we talking about?
I think we were just laughing at how your current Darth Revan saying your current vacuum is called vacuum.
Why not a doggy trampoline? I think Sassy would get a kick out of a doggy trampoline, sure.
I've seen a dog on a trampoline.
She jumps on the bed like it's a trampoline sometimes. She's trying to dig, I think. She's trying to make an impact to start digging. She won't dig outside. I don't think she wants to get dirty, but inside she tries.
well, she still has the instinct, but she doesn't want to get dirty. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Oh, we could put Sassy on. Let's see. No, cancel. And I don't want to put too much of the TV on,
Oh no.
just in case. In fact, I'll just turn the TV to a unused channel.
I'm back.
Sassy girl. Aw, you mad? Grandma took away your cardboard? No, I'm not out of bed, Darth. I was sick the last couple of days, pretty bad. Still not out of the woods, but feeling a bit better today.
She's hidden her face. I can't see her now. Where has she gone?
It's hiding.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jeff.
It's like a monkey's butt.
I'm sure she
Jeff,
does.
we're all imbeciles. I don't think there's been a time anyone can't point at their life and says, I was an imbecile. I've told the stories over the years of some of the times I was an imbecile. I was on a trip with my what was it, like freshman year of college, I think.
Hmm.
And we're like, okay, we're gonna get hotel rooms. I was going with friends, but I was rooming with a woman, with a girl, and my buddy, he was rooming with a girl. Instead of the two girls rooming together and the two guys rooming together, somehow we talked them into doing that this way. It was like, oh, this will be better for whatever reason. And so the first night in the room, the girl and I had an ice fight with the bucket of ice, and then she poured the bucket of ice into my bed. And I was like, ah, fuck. And then she's like, well, you can't sleep in the wet bed. You might as well come sleep over here. And, you know, I had no game at this point, and all we did was sleep.
Right.
And then years later, I asked her, I was like, was that? And she's like, yes, you completely blew it. She got a boyfriend like a month later. And that was it.
Oh,
She got married, and that was it. I missed by chance. Things happen.
Beth Riven, are you okay? Should I be concerned?
what's he saying? I was on a trip on a big
Yeah.
rocket ship to the moon.
Yosef. Hey, Yosef.
Hello, Yosef.
You put up the swimming pool today. It's currently filling up. What, is it warm by you? It's barely spring here, temperature-wise. I mean, we'll be lucky to get to 65.
It snowed yesterday.
Yeah, this isn't swimming weather here.
It snowed more yesterday than it has in the entire winter here.
I missed the snow.
It also snowed for about, like, I don't know, a few hours, but and then just went completely from, it was literally like night and day. You know, stopped snowing, then it just became nice and sunny.
Yeah.
You know, like how you get those sun showers? So think a sun shower, but instead of rain, it's snow. With some hail.
Rex boy, where are you?
So what do you have going on coming up, Mando Merc? You got any special streams coming on?
I've been debating about doing a Orville stream for one of those. There's an Orville fan game that I have where you just get to tour the inside of the Orville and you can fly it too. It was made by the same guys that did a virtual Enterprise D, but they had to take it down due to CBS.
Oh, yes.
So I'm thinking about doing that, and you can have other people play with you. So I was thinking maybe have other people, viewers join me.
Well, that sounds good.
Work together. There's a secret room that literally says "Do not open" on it. That if you open it, a bunch of Kalon come out and start killing everyone.
Yeah. Cool.
Well, just keep us updated on when you might be trying that one. And
Yeah. I usually try to put it. I use the discussion page on my channel as kind of like announcements. So
good. I'm just.
As of right now, I think I'll just be doing more Star Citizen. I've been also thinking of doing another Halo playthrough with another mod. There's a mod called Cursed Edition that I've been dying to try.
Cool. That sounds like a good thing to watch. Bird of Prey, what do you got going on?
It'd be my first time playing it, so I'll try to get
Yeah, I don't really have anything specifically planned. At some point, I'll stream probably a game.
Okay.
Risk.
I'd like to do Risk, although I know everybody's been asking about
What's that?
Counter-Strike,
Oh,
CS:GO. I wouldn't mind doing.
is that free
some of
still?
that.
Is that free?
Yeah, that's free.
I'll join you for some CS:GO then. Hell yeah, I haven't played some Counter-Strike in a while.
I don't know. I mean,
Still
honestly,
multiplayer,
Risk is
right?
so much easier to set up.
Yeah, it is.
And everybody has it. I saw you guys played the other night.
Yeah, I got a bad feeling I'm not going to win any Risk games for a while.
Darth Revan's backstage.
Oh, sorry, I didn't even have a chance to. We're going to welcome Captain Revan.
It's Captain Revan Mando O'Prey. To be exact.
Dear God, you've created a monster.
Blame my parents for that. How is everyone?
According to your name, we are your parents.
Mama? Okay, which one's my mama?
LDG.
Mama, why did you leave me? Why did you leave me at that orphanage, Mama? Mama,
It's okay.
do you still love me?
you are one twisted individual.
Yeah, you should have heard. You should see me when I get the opportunity in real life. You think I'm twisted online? Oh,
Well,
should
you are
see-
Irish, so you know that.
Yeah, you
always
should see
that.
the stuff I've done to my friends. Dear God. Surprised I still have friends. One time I changed one friend's ringtone to me in the bathroom, so when his phone it'd get a text message, all he did is
It sounds like you have problems in the bathroom.
Absolutely, I think you need more fiber there.
That's not normal.
Yeah, it was college. So, college
Yeah, it's
food.
not normal in college either.
How long has it been since you've heard from your friends?
Seeing as our lockdown is more restricted than yours, I stopped talking to him in 2012.
Right, because of the lockdown.
Yeah, I'm blaming the lockdown.
The preventative, lockdown said stop talking to people.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to seeing my
Yeah.
friends when they get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna break most of their ribs with a hug. Just no, I can't breathe anymore. Oh. But our prime minister is meant to be doing a talk today. I'd say in an hour.
Oh,
Captain Trek.
yes.
All three Lord of the Rings have dropped on Netflix. Will you check your Netflix?
I will check Netflix soon.
Yeah, it's the theoretical version, so we can watch that, and then later on in the year we'll watch the extended editions with The Hobbit.
That sounds good.
Yes. Oh my God, that's a pupper. Yeah, well, my pupper's the best.
I can't argue with that.
Mine's the best.
No.
I don't see. I don't have one, so I can't argue that. When I do, I can.
Yeah, but you see, my one has the head of a beagle, the pattern of a Jack Russell, and the body of a mix. He's very long and lanky.
My sister's dog essentially looks like a cow. Like
Yeah.
That's why, and I call her a dog cow because it reminds me of Claris, the dog cow, which is the icon they had for the printed.
Hey Trek, if I send you a picture of Bertie, will you show the guys?
Of course.
Yay!
You could just share your screen.
And that was a TV show.
Yeah, you could.
I've got too many things on my screen. Thank you.
Not a problem. I'll take care of it.
Let's see. A picture of Bertie where he's not being a complete and utter twat. Okay, so I'm going to send you two pictures, okay?
Yes.
This is him as a baby. I now have to go down. Do. Oh, I'm going to send you
Well,
three.
we'll have to ask Kurft for that.
Let's see, because I have to find one of him standing up. Come on, baby bear, where are you? Thing is, most of them have my face in it, and I don't want to show my face.
And we're thankful for that.
Quite you. I'll show you my Snapchat.
I would appreciate you not. Thank you.
Okay, so show the white one first and then the other two. Okay, the top one So it goes middle, top, bottom. Okay?
Let me check. Okay. Okay, middle. I was no.
Yeah.
Okay, so there is my baby doll, Molly. She's the bestest little girl in the world. She had something caught on her eye, and she came up and she kept nuzzling
Wait.
me.
Did you say she was the bestest lover in the world?
No, bestest little girl in the world.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was way off.
And she had some stuck on her eye, and so I had to go and had to cut it off. All the fur around her eye got black, and then when I checked, then I gave her a bit of a wash, and to get it off. And today her eye was perfect, and all the fur's back to being normal.
You had to Ichib her eye?
Quite you. I had to cut a bit of fur off of by her eye.
I get that bit. It's when you said a bit of a wash. I'm like, how do you give a bit of a, like, you only wash the head? I was just done.
Yes, I washed her face.
Okay.
How do you know her fur tasted bitter? Did you taste the fur?
Wait, you don't taste your dog's fur?
No, I try not to. I mean, sometimes
But
it
that's how
gets
you
me
Try
feel
not
here.
to.
I don't
That
know.
means you fail. Try
Yeah,
not
You can't always.
But that's
You
how you
gotta
keep
hold
your
yourself
hair.
back.
You're,
Stop.
you're eating a steak and there's
Damn
a hair on it. It's like, oh shit. Well, it's
Yeah,
a good steak.
Yeah, but as we all know, whenever Bird sees a random hair, he tells his mom, "No, don't take it away," and he puts it on his head. He's like, "I'm collecting them." One day they will start taking root.
It doesn't work.
No, but you can always hope.
As Nerdrotic says, hope is not a strategy.
You're not a strategy.
Neither are you, you son of a bitch.
No, hope is
Thank
part.
you.
Hope is the strategy. That's bullshit. Hope is the
Yeah.
last part of the strategy.
Okay, I'm going to share my screen, okay, and then I'll show you the little.
Yeah, but I hope alone.
Oh, all of a sudden his screen's not too busy now. To
Yeah, hope
share.
alone, but that's not what was said.
I was when I was doing that, I was actually talking to someone about something on Facebook, so I couldn't really share the screen at that time.
So you lied.
No, from a different point of view.
Uh-huh.
Hope is part of every single strategy. Without hope, you don't even start a strategy.
Exactly, dude. I always have hope.
But
Now,
then you got people
Okay.
spreading that crap, and that's just absolutely wrong.
so you can see him, the little dude. You can see that little dog, yeah?
I mean, if you tell me it's a dog, I'll believe you, but it's barely visible.
And
Well, anyway.
the video makes the head look like a duck.
Yeah, well, that's... And... Now, that's him now. That's him a few days ago. That's me little dude, Bertie.
Let me get down to it.
Now, Joseph, Ireland's hottest day last year was 27 degrees, and we nearly died. It's usually up around 21 in the heat wave. But yeah, that's my half beagle, half Jack Russell mix, Bertie.
Is that some steel toe boots?
No, it's Converse shoes, or you know the shoes that the tent doctor wears.
Oh, okay.
Yes, black ones of them. I really need to get myself a
It's
pair of
Franken
boots
doggy.
online. He's a lovely doggy. Genuinely, he is. He's a genuine, like, lovely little pup. Yeah.
Oi.
Okay.
Oi.
So are you going to be playing later today, Bird, or is that going to be later this week?
No, I'll probably go on and play something later today.
Hey,
Okay.
Captain, I just
Yes.
got the notification that says Captain Trek is live just now on my computer.
Of course.
Hey, Captain Trek, remember when I messaged you this morning just saying hi?
Yes.
I got yesterday's notification.
Well, isn't that
That's
nice?
fun.
It's like, Captain Trek is live. I'm like, he's in bed.
Might expect a small increase on viewers right now because if I just got it, that means 20 other people just got it.
Yeah, exactly.
Ireland's, hey guys, if you're interested, our numbers just came in for today.
What was that?
12 deaths and 236 confirmed cases.
New confirmed cases?
Yes, in the
Yes.
entire country.
Lovely.
Yeah.
What pisses me off about this thing is that even if you got tested, you have to like go your everyday like as if nobody got tested. So I had to give mother a CV Happy Mother's Day hug from a distance. Here, ma, Happy Mother's Day. Long distance hug.
Air hug.
Oh God.
Sorry, it's from Friday. So in the past 2 days, there's only been 12 deaths and 237 infected, most of which are localized in 2 different counties. So
Wow.
yeah. Hey,
And I want to say hello to Vile Mike and Mountains of Elysium.
hey, Vile. Hey, Schromer, will you throw on RTE? Leo Varadkar is going. I think either Varadkar or the HSE is going to be doing some important kind of a talk to deal with the restrictions. So just chuck on RTE there in the background. Sorry about that, guys.
No problem.
We're from the same country.
Yes. I'm aware of this.
Yeah. You see, he's from this deplorable place called Cork. Oh, God. It's literally like a post-apocalyptic place down there. I mean, the whole place, it's, dear God, it's unspeakable. I mean, they literally have, when you go down there, when you get off, the first thing they do when you get off the bus down in Cork is they give you a crash helmet and they start telling you to run.
Oh, Vile Mike, do not worry about that. I didn't even get a notification that you streamed. That's how reliable YouTube is.
Yeah, because YouTube loves all of us. We're just amazing to YouTube.
That's why they've been unsubscribing people and ghosting me. a lot.
Yeah, I got unsubscribed from Anti-Trekker 3 times, once a week now.
Oh, that could be him. No, kidding. He
No.
does not want you as I'm kidding. I'm messing.
I know.
Kidding, not kidding, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not crying, you're crying.
I'm getting pissed off at the bells, man. I get deep. I'm getting people I subscribe to, and I go to the channel and I find out the bell's not rung.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's YouTube doing that.
That's
I know,
because-
I know. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm. That's my argument. Fuck.
Yeah.
Stop unbelling my people. Jeez Louise.
I mean, well, this is just off topic. What I really want to do, but I can't because I'd have to buy the DVDs to do it. Really want to have a watch party of Doctor Who with a couple of you guys.
I wouldn't mind watching starting
Yeah.
from 9 again. Starting from Eccleston.
No,
Oh yeah.
nope, no. Starting from the movie
What movie? Which one?
8,
Oh.
8, the 8th movie. Yeah, going from 8 to 9. That's how I'd do it because it just kind of makes sense when you watch the War Doctor to know who the heck he was. So that's how I'd do it. I'd go the movie, then I'd go 9, then I'd go 10, 11, 12. Stop.
I just wish 9 would have had 2 more seasons, man.
He was too depressed, honestly. He couldn't do it. He was bulimic. He was depressed. He wasn't in the right headspace. And the thing is, that time in his life is so damaging, he will not go back on anything dressed as the Doctor. So the chances, even if we got an amazing showrunner, someone who actually respected the actors, right, and Doctor Who, the chances of us getting Eccleston are basically zero, honestly.
Yeah, I know.
The only way I could see us doing Eccleston, honestly, is... No, I know that. No, it's not for the Time War. It's just for the face, Jeff. That's what I'm saying, because when you see him transform in the shorts, regenerating in, if you don't know who, like from the Doctor Who movie, you're just like, who's this dude? So that's why I'm saying start off with the movie. And I know it has nothing really to do with the Time War. But yeah. What was I saying? Before Jeff derailed me?
Regenerating the face, Eccleston.
Oh yes. So what I would do with Eccleston is I would have him appear before Rose and after the regeneration, right?
Mhm.
And I'd keep him away from mirrors. Right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you remember in Rose, he hadn't seen his face. So I'd keep him, if I was still not, I'd keep him away from mirrors. So he'd still hadn't seen his face. Like just have him freshly regenerate and trying on a new outfit, then he goes back or somewhere. Maybe a jacket he tried on gets destroyed and then he dons the leather jacket, but or else just grabs the jacket, just not to have the actor, wear it.
There are a lot of things that could be done, but
Yeah.
that would require a lot of other things to happen before it could.
Like,
Right? Just like Picard. A lot of things could have been done. If I would have been the showrunner on Picard, man, it would have been the greatest series of Star Trek ever.
if all of us had our own Star Trek shows, they would, because we actually care, they would honestly be amazing.
I mean, I would have loaded that first season with so many cameos. I wouldn't have. What do you call that word when you disconnect your manhood? Neutered. I wouldn't have neutered the Borg.
Yeah, what I would have done with Picard is I would have had the show of someone. So the show is literally someone writing something down, like another cast member, maybe a Romulan or a Vulcan, someone who lives a long time, writing it down as an old man. Okay? And basically, then we see what happens to Picard. Picard doesn't die. Picard goes to this world. Maybe he stops off at Debreen or somewhere like that, who's now at peace with the Federation. And he starts holding his head and it's like, oh, you've got aromatic syndrome. We have a cure for that. Riker's kid would not have died in such a stupid way. Because, I mean, what?
Riker wouldn't have been retired. Riker should have been admiral. Like, he should have been in Starfleet, not
But-
this retired crap.
No, I don't think he should have been an admiral because just listen to me on this now. It's not against the character. I'm just saying the character fought so many times to get to captain. Okay, he became a captain 15 years ago. Think of how long most captains are before they get promoted. Now, Janeway was an exception because Janeway, I'm convinced, was public opinion. Was just because everyone was obsessed with the Voyager program and everything and getting the Voyager home. So they just promoted her out of it. Plus, she was the first one to explore the Delta Quadrant, if you'd even call that exploring. But, yeah, I mean, honestly, most captains are in the captain chair 15, 20 years, like 25 years at most, I'd say, before they get promoted.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Riker's only about a captain 15 years. He won't be promoted for at least 10
Yeah.
years.
And then even so, even if he was an admiral, even if he was still captain, like, that's fine. Either way.
Yeah. Just
But not
get his
retired.
ass on a ship. No.
Not retired on some planet, some hippie planet that has shields and anti-cloaking scans and no Starfleet. You know, there's
And is
nobody on this
Indy-
planet but him, and cooking abortion pizza. You know, no.
And the Zindi are still a problem so many centuries later?
Zindi.
Yeah, that's what they said. The Zindi are a problem for him.
Oh, I thought that was a different race. I thought that sounded like Zindi, but they were saying
No, it
something
was
else.
the Zindi.
So 200 years later, and it's still a problem.
Yeah.
Whose incompetence is that?
Well, are you talking about what Riker said that the
Yes.
no, it wasn't Zindi.
Yeah,
It
see, that's what I'm
was
thinking.
Zitland. It was another cat species from the animated series.
Okay, yeah, see, that's what I thought.
So the cat species are now canon.
Well, there's two cat species from the animated series.
Okay.
The main one that was on the bridge, that they're nice. And then there was an evil cat species. That was the one.
And did they sound like Zindi? Because it sounded honestly
And
like
it started
Zindi.
with an X. It started with an X. But I looked it up in Memory Alpha, and sure enough, there it was.
Okay. Because I
It's
thought
something
something
that
that
aggressive-
shows
I thought the same thing too. I remember
Yeah.
that when they said
An
that.
aggressive feline species.
Yeah.
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 It's-
Which is
it's in my
fine. It's-
review, whatever the exact name is.
well, yeah, but I mean that kind of also canonizes the other cat species as well. I literally know someone on Discord who will be very happy about that.
What's her name?
I'm not telling you.
Oh, it is a her though. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Hey,
Yeah.
DJ.
Well, also keep in mind, we already had Star Trek Picard. It was called All Good Things.
Yeah. Honestly, I would have ended Picard on a good note. I would screw with canon in a way. Okay? I would have it said that, and as much as we hate him, but that Picard had had an affair with Beverly. Okay? And at the same time, she did. Like they
What,
got
an
drunk, had a
affair
one night
when
stand,
she
and
was
whatever.
still married?
Yes. Yes.
There's no canon for that.
I didn't say there was. I just said I would break canon with it.
You would create canon that Picard had an affair with Beverly when she was still married.
I would make.
Do you have any idea how many
Yes, I
fans
would
would
say
be
that.
angry at that? I thought you were going to make
Yes,
the greatest
I know.
ones.
What What? Repeat what you said. What were you gonna do?
Destroy
I was going to
canon
make.
completely.
No.
No,
only
no,
that
no.
one
Just
thing.
repeat what you said. I got to hear this.
That I was going to make it that Wesley was Picard's kid somehow.
Oh, yeah, you're crazy.
Yeah.
I was hoping you'd give me something to work with, but no, you're nuts.
Yeah, I know.
Well, you know what though, because technically, like he kind of was his like adopted, kind of not really officially, kind of like stepfather, I guess you could call it at best.
He was
case
a
scenario.
surrogate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, he looked after Wesley like a father. There was that kind of relationship there, even with Wesley's horrible acting.
I would bring back Captain Crusher, but I wouldn't bring back Will Wheaton.
And the fact that Picard and Wesley's father were close, kind of reinforces that.
Oh my god, that
mentions
wig!
of it.
That wig on Picard in that episode when they were going to see the funeral.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
That wig was stupid.
Yeah, if we're thinking about the right one, yeah.
Yeah. It's where he had the patch on him, and I think it's like where he had just died. Hey, DJ.
Ooh.
Hey,
DJ, I want to say thank you to DJ. I've known this guy for what, like 3-4 weeks now. Been on your stream a couple times, and I just got the notification a couple days ago that you finally subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much, sir. You're number 65.
now all you need is 4 more people, and you can laugh at your own subscriber count.
Well, I thought he already subscribed. I mean, I kind of talked to DJ and went on his channel, and
Yeah.
I thought he was already on. And then out of nowhere, I get new subscriber, DJ. I'm like, what? What?
Well, trust me, I've gotten new subscriber from the same person several times.
Yeah.
So-
So it's probably unsubscribing people.
Maybe,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know-
Well, I accidentally unsubscribed from Bird the other day. I couldn't. I wasn't paying attention to my mouse.
Accidentally.
And yeah, well, no, I swear to God, because I was like, who the heck accidentally clicks unsubscribe, right? And son of a bee, I did it. And
You just nearly said who the heck would subscribe?
unsubscribe. Yeah, who would click? Because technically, it's the same button, right? So
Right.
you got to click the same button. That's what my brain meant. I'm dyslexic. Bear with me.
I
Anyway,
know.
so I accidentally click because I have multiple screens. But then when I have multiple screens, I have XSplit on screen sharing. So sometimes I have more than one mouse I'm trying to follow, and I just clicked, and then son of a bee, unsubscribed Bird of Prey. I was looking at the wrong mouse, and I was like, crap. Let me resubscribe.
Hey, can I ask you a computer question just for when I get into PC gaming?
I'm not clocked in right now. Now go ahead.
No,
What's up?
not fixing. It's just a gaming
I'm
question.
joking. Go ahead.
I know. So if I hooked up my old Xbox controller, because I'll have a new one, right?
Yeah.
Will the same buttons work in the same order?
That's subjective. They should.
Yeah, they should.
It's subjective on the, like, you're trying to plug an Xbox controller into what again? Your PC?
Yeah, when I get it, I'll be getting a
You should. It all depends.
With
Now, I
Xbox controller.
don't remember if there's a driver you need to install for the Xbox
No,
controller.
I think if it's at least if it's an Xbox One controller, just plug it in and
Just plug it in.
in.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
work fine.
generic
You
Xbox
control
One.
yourself on the game, whatever game you're playing.
Yeah, no, it'll be like me and my friends were going to be hopping on. We're going to be playing with each other on Destiny because one of my friends, she really wants us to get on. She needs help, and I've got high level characters on the Xbox. I'm going to port it over to the PC, and it's just that I'm so used to playing with a console, so I'm going to use the controller, and it's just that basically it's near. Without looking, I know where each button is on the Xbox controllers and what they do. So if I had to switch, I'd be useless.
DJ says he was waiting till 100. That's funny. Got tired of waiting. Hey, man. I'm getting there, okay? I'm getting there.
I
Okay?
just reached 117 the other day, so I did a Halo stream.
Well, trust me, everybody in here is going to pass 200 before I do. So,
Except for me.
congratulations. Well, you haven't started your channel yet, so therefore, at this point, you do not count.
I'm offended now.
Well, as soon as you start your channel, you can be offended. Until then, you
Hi,
You
welcome
will
to
do as
the.
we tell you, damn it.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to name myself Cock of Doom. And wear a mask and just be like, hello! Welcome to the Cock of Doom. I'm your host, Nerd Cockick. and have a little goatee like Anti-Checker, just be everyone at once.
What the hell was with disabling B4, man? That was absolute BS. That really pissed me off when I saw B4 all taken apart in the closet. A little pull-out draw.
Oh, yeah, it's called poor writing.
I mean, seriously, I don't care, banned or not.
I mean,
you get grandfathered in, especially when you're a relative to Data. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like you're some new android. Like, you existed before pre-banned. You're relative to Data. Why the hell did you get disassembled? Like, what the hell?
You're forgetting something. Where the hell is Lore?
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Well, don't get me started on where the hell is Lore right now, okay? Because they destroyed it. They destroyed it. They absolutely killed the whole Soon family, and
we got
Soon
another
timeline.
one. We got
Uncle Soon. Yeah, I know.
Where the hell did he come from? Because
Magical bullshit Soon. Yes,
yeah, but
come out of nowhere.
State that he didn't have any kids that Data and Lore were his children.
Yeah. And then, I mean, they should have had B4 up and about and then maybe did something cool like because Data copied his things over and maybe it was incompatible. So now B4 is starting to have split personality where parts of Data starts coming through, but then it goes back to B4 and back and forth. They could have done something cool with it,
Yeah.
Instead of having them disassembled. Like, that's just wrong, man. That's just wrong.
It is, but it's, I mean, like... Picard was on an Odyssey class just before the ban. Okay? Confirmed. And the fans on Star Trek Online and loads of people love the Odyssey class. It has a huge following. Okay?
Sure.
Why the heck didn't they even show one Odyssey class? I mean, that really not... I mean, like... That new ship with the teeth, we are the most fastest, most powerful ship. I'm like, that doesn't look like a Federation ship. They could have had something that looked like a bloody...
That was Star Trek Online, though, right?
Yeah, but it's now canonized into the comics, into the canon comics that Picard was on an Odyssey class. Picard's ship is an Odyssey class. Admiral Picard's ship, whatever its name is. Bird, you read it. You read the comics, you know its name. That is an Odyssey class starship from Star Trek Online. They canonized it. It's an Odyssey class.
I want the Enterprise J, man.
Don't you get me started on the Enterprise J. I have a hate boner for that ship.
That they had a perfect. That's the next level right there. Was Enterprise J, man.
No,
intergalactical starship.
It could be an intergalactic, but the shape of that ship and the size of it is just absolutely stupid.
Well, no, I wouldn't say stupid more than they stopped at the concept design. They took the concept design, they took the concept art, and they went with it. They didn't fine tune it. That was just like, okay, let's just do an outline. Okay, let's just do a artwork of it. Okay, done. No, that's it. That's why the damn nacelles look so. What's the word I'm looking for?
Stupid.
Overly curvy.
Yeah.
Like nothing has like. Everything looks fast drawn.
You know what? You know what you could say. You know that we saw. We could simply say that was it stretched out for some engineering reason. That they stretched it out on the console and someone left it. Daniels appeared and he came back and they were doing something. Could simply say that it was stretched out, maybe for a map reason or something. because they were working on the pathways or some crap like that. But
I loved how it was so big that turbo lifts were obsolete.
have you played?
Enterprise J was so big that you had to get from point A to point B with transporters. There was no turbo lift. We're talking miles. Huge.
So is the Enterprise J meant to be a generational ship?
Intergalactic ship. It goes between galaxies.
I know that, but is it also meant to be generational?
No, the Enterprise is generational from Next Generation. That's why the saucer section was so big. It was supposed to take families.
Yeah,
that was supposed to be generational. You stay on the Enterprise.
Yes, but what I mean is by generational, I don't mean just have your kids. I mean have your kids, your grandkids, your great grandkids serving on the one ship.
I guess it depends what your definition of generational is.
That's my definition.
I mean, Voyager was technically supposed to be a generational ship by force.
Yeah, but Voyager was kind of
by force. By force.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. By force.
Yeah,
but then you had that one ship that Voyager met that was a cargo ship by cargo, like all connected. Remember that? I forgot the name of it. Where Ensign Kim fell in love with the alien chick and had.
And they broke up.
Had what do you call it? Unsanctioned sexual relations. Anyway, that's different. That ship was built to be generational. Then you had the Enterprise that got flung back in time. And it became a generational ship forced. So it really depends what you're talking about. Like,
okay, I'm talking about
sci-fi backstage. Captain Check.
Yes.
Number one, sci-fi's backstage. Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Sorry,
what?
I don't know out of that tab.
I have no problem with a generational ship once it's designed to be generational, like multi-generations.
Hey, number one.
How you guys doing?
How are you feeling, man?
Okay.
That's good. Oh, look
I just thought I'd pop on and say Happy Mother's Day and stuff like that.
Thank you.
So, even though probably none of you are mothers.
As six mothers, we all appreciate it.
Well, we know you're called a mother once in a while there, Rowan.
Yeah, but if I'm called one, I am one. Don't you kink shame me.
Yeah, thanks. And I'll see you guys soon.
Okay, see you soon.
See you, dude.
Later, buddy. You know, I have to act as both roles for my boys, so I kind of do have to be part mother, part father for Rex.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, you got kids? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm showing one of them right now. My avatar. That's my boy.
Darling. Hey, what is he?
He's part terrier, part chihuahua, but he's more terrier.
Yeah. That is a good boy. His mouth looks like my dog's, but he's very fluffy. I like that. I like him.
But that's why I call him Rex, because of this exact, like when I play with him, this is the face he gives me. This is why I call him Rex. Now he'll never bite. Like
No.
okay, he'll. We play a little game where he like bites me, but doesn't bite me more than he like gnaws on me, kind of thing. But that's that's what we got going on.
My Bichon, because of the way they were bred, Bichons lose their teeth very easy.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they were bred for royalty. They weren't bred to be anything, so they were basically bred in a hurry.
Huh.
Yeah, an emperor literally said, I want this. I want a little fluffy lapdog. And they
Lovely.
took a big ass dog and turned it into a tiny little shit. So they kind of sacrificed it, but now they lose teeth. I mean, Molly had quite a bad tooth, and she lost it, and she's after completely changing back into a puppy form, which is great to see. I mean, she plays with her brother all the time. They're out the back now playing, the two of them, but I don't play any teeth game with her because I don't want to hurt her teeth anymore. So, but what I do is I hold her chest and go onto it, and I blow raspberries, and I kiss her, and I eat her paws. Bertie growls like a vicious growl, but he's only a little baby. He's only like 10 months. So he hasn't quite controlled his growl yet. But so you're there and you're like, and he's and then he just starts laughing and starts giving you all the kisses in the world. But he's not doing it viciously. It's just the way he sounds.
Yes, Mr. Lundell, there is a dude sausage party here.
I don't think Bird is asleep. He's muted.
I think he's dead. I think Sassy finally killed him.
No, I just keep changing my profile picture because I'm just messing around.
So, LDG, can I give you an opinion? Ask your opinion on something for the Enterprise J then.
Shoot.
If it's that big, how would you feel about instead of shuttlecrafts, inside they have basically ships maybe the size of Defiant, a little bit bigger, maybe Intrepid, as mini ships that go and do things, and they use the Enterprise J as a hub, but each
Possible.
ship is called the Enterprise. So it's like Enterprise J. Yeah, no, like with the shuttles, each ship
Mini
is called-
Enterprise? Mini me?
Yeah, basically, but it's like Enterprise J Ares, Enterprise J Anubis, Enterprise J and Oxygen Send the Moon.
Depends. Like, what do you really need them for, you know?
If a ship is
I wouldn't say Defiant class. I would say they would need some shuttle pods bigger than your average runabout class. Maybe like 2 or 3 times as big as a runabout class, but that's it. We don't need no damn Defiant.
Yeah,
class
but the
ships.
reason why I'm just saying it is, the reason why I'm saying classes like that is because it gives you more room to explore and do little missions on planets. Meanwhile, still having the big ship off somewhere else doing other exploring. So let's say that there was a race called the Hardirians. They send a small ship over to them to do some trade. Meanwhile, the big ship is off negotiating, while a couple of other smaller ships are off gathering materials.
Yeah, well, you got to understand, it had an intergalactical warp. So if it could go between galaxies in no time, then there's no real need for any kind of ships to have, like, the ship itself can just here, there.
Yes.
Here, there.
No, I'm not talking about time. Obviously, time wouldn't matter, but it's just functionality of splitting up, doing more things.
Yeah, I agree. It just depends on how much space they have, because how many Defiant class ships could you fit in there without compromising, the ship itself? But I mean, it depends how you do it. I guess
it also depends where you put them, because I mean, you could lock them down to the outside of it, but then they wouldn't really be ships. They'd just be parked in it.
Yeah,
they'd be their own thing.
Yeah,
That's your.
Yeah. So I get, and then
hold on. Hey, Cinnabon, how's Strawberry?
I just want to let you know.
Mountains, I swear, it is not Bertie Ahern. When he was born, when we got him, he had a little dirt on the back of him, and he was dirty, and it just rhymes with Bertie, dirty Bertie. But he's a little pudding pop. Honestly, he's a little squidge. But I mean, like, what I would like in a show, for just weirdly, like, just to see as a test for a while, see how fans react to, have more than one ship.
No, you know what I want to see? I'm tired of seeing this low under thought show. Okay, I want to see a class 5 civilization. I want to see a show that goes so freaking far in the future that there is everything everywhere. Like, there's, you know what I mean? Like, Star Trek's okay. You have the Romulans, but they're like 1,000 light years away, and you got the Vulcan. You know, I want to see class 5 civilization. So that's why I like the Enterprise J, because it kind of touches on that.
So
like, we're not just talking about.
Okay, then how about this for talk's sake? Say the Enterprise. Enterprise,
did you
not
lose
the
them?
J, because
Hello?
to get to the J, say H.
Yep.
Right? Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay,
Go
so
ahead.
say we see the Enterprise H. Okay,
I
so
can
we see
hear
the
you.
Enterprise H. And that's there, no bother, and it meets this new ship. Okay? And the ship just comes in, boom. And it looks like it's covered in smoke when it comes in. They're like, what's that? What race are you? Like, just for a bunch of humanoid looking race, different color skin, maybe spikes on them or something. And it's like, oh, we're explorers. We want to see how our ancestors lived. And they're like, well, okay. And it's the Federation. And it turns out that they're like from 6 galaxies away. But they just like went boom, straight here in like a matter of minutes, if not hours.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Then we could see it, and that's how they get the idea for the next Enterprise.
Yeah,
So-
I mean,
Also,
that's why I was saying that's why I was talking about Anti-Trekker when he was talking about, oh, you can't snap your fingers and just make the universe bigger. I'm like, no, but there's a million other things you could do. Do you know how many uninhabitable planets there are? There's like 1 for every 33,000 planets is actually habitable. So we got all these planets that in the future would later become, we can terraform them.
Yes.
And use the existing planets that we cannot use right now, and just fill out the galaxy. Just fill it out. None of this having to go through 10,000 planets just to find the next one that has life. And I want to see life on every single, or at minimum, like right now, it's like what, like 3%. I want to see it's like 60% or something high, because you still need planets. You can't do it to every single planet. I get it,
Yeah,
because you got to mine
dude,
certain planets.
I
But
think Anti-Trekker is also forgetting something. It takes one person to come up with an idea. Maybe someone is looking over the Voyager logs from when Voyager was inside of that Slipstream ship. Then it's like, hey, that's how you make Slipstream. We have the scans of their engine. This is how we do it. Because Voyager definitely scanned that interior of the ship, including that bloody engine. Okay? So it's like, hey, so then we have Slipstream. Then it takes one other guy, apart from that, maybe, I don't know, a Trill or someone like that, to turn around and go, hey, if we do this, we may be able to get a ship out of the Alpha Quadrant into the Andromeda Galaxy in a day. And then you get someone else that's like, hey, here's a new engine, speed it up. Now it's instantaneous. I would also bring back the TNG Voyager DS9 warp effect.
Yes. God, I hate the what do they call it? Hyperspace look.
Yeah. I mean, look, I would update it a little bit and buy a little bit.
Update, yes.
No, by a little bit, I mean maybe there's a little red hue around the ship as it's going that bit faster. That's it.
But I mean, I'm sorry. Hyperspace is not for Trek.
No, it's for Star Wars. Oh, speaking about things that changed. Hey, LDG, what did you think of the time tunnel in Doctor Who now being a storm and fire?
Are you talking about the Whittaker version?
And Matt Smith's, because when Matt Smith went through it was lightning.
I
the
think
thing that the TARDIS flies through.
I think it's too open for interpretation. I never liked the idea of like Legends of Tomorrow, how they do the same thing. I never liked the idea of there being a tunnel through space. I always saw time travel as bending existing time, and you pass through the time barrier and everything else does not. I never liked the secondary subway of time travel. I never liked that idea. It doesn't
I know
hold.
now. Yeah, I know now that basically when you're a speedster in DC Comics that you're running, and you're running through the Speed Force, you're not going anywhere, you're just in the Speed Force. Then you have to think of where you're going and when you're going and focus on it. And that's where you'll appear. Like you've got
that too also kind of had its own whatchamacallit, but
yeah, but I mean it's better than just having a direct tunnel. Like you have to focus on it. I mean, but then you also have the question of, hey, if this guy's from the year 5000, how did he know where the heck things are in the year 2019? Because he don't know what the hell anything is in 2019.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I mean, if you think of it, and a lot of people don't see time travel, they think of it like as, and I hate it when they do it. They'll show a straight line, and they show the time traveler as the loop, and that's absolute BS. Like when you see that flash and that person goes through the time, that's the time traveler bending reality in order to loop around the entire time travel, right?
Yeah.
So if you go into the past and kill your grandfather, right? They say, oh well, because you left your time bubble and you went into the past to kill your grandfather, you're never gonna go in the past and to begin with. No, that's absolute bullshit, because there was a time, the timeline where your grandfather created, that's the loop that still exists. All you did was create an alternate timeline, but the timeline you came from is the loop.
Yeah.
And all you did is create a new timeline extending from the timeline you just diverted from. You can still go back in time to the point where you existed before you time traveled to leave to kill your grandfather.
Yes.
After said action. Now it's easy to show this on paper, but I hope I didn't just lose everybody. But
no, we're all nerds. We all understand. But I mean, I do family history, and I've thought about, like, if I went back in time, what I would deal with my own family. And I would love to go back to 1844. And I would like to then get my 4 times great grandmother and heal her, because she was sick before she went to America. She died en route.
Mm-hmm.
You okay?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
and then, yeah. Okay, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
No, I thought you couldn't hear us. Sorry.
Oh, no, okay. So he was there, and he went back. So when he went, the thing is, it's like in the letters and the diary that survived for about 10 years after, he was never quite the same afterwards. Because before he was always like this resolute, he was always a bit stern, he was that, and then afterwards he was just near enough a completely different personality.
It would be that.
Yeah. Because he turned around and he said, he said he's lost everything, and he even lost his country ceased to exist when he got to America. Prussia became part of Germany. Right? He's like, my country doesn't exist. I cannot go home to another country. I lost my wife. My kids are back in the British Empire, who I'm on the run from. What the hell do I have? I just have this money. Go and buy this land. Great, that's it. Now what do I do? Die here? From someone who was like happy enough beforehand. And then it's just like, you just read and it's just like the story of a very angry man until his grandkids arrived.
Gotcha. Yeah, man, the things we would do to change the past, but that's like I said, it's all different if you think you only live once. So if you only think you only live once, then you want to change everything. But
yeah, so you believe in reincarnation?
I believe the universe is screaming in our face that reincarnation actually exists. Of course.
There's a show you need to watch. Okay?
Oh, and by the way, I don't mean you remember who you are, reincarnation.
No. But I'm just saying there's a
coming back.
Yeah, there's a show you need to watch. Okay?
Yeah.
The Last Airbender.
Yeah. Kind of like The Last Airbender, that the whole Buddhist kinda. But
yeah, except he's the only one who can remember due to the spirit.
That's BS though. And trying to remember who you were in the past, not possible.
No.
Your memories. are part of
Yeah.
your brain. Your brain cells are your memories. When you die, you lose your memories. You're a new person. You're a completely new body. Yeah, there's
but
a price to pay when
of
you
course.
come back, but you do come back.
I mean, I know, like, my
Dead
neighbor.
babies don't live once. I refuse to believe it.
No, I mean, the way I was brought up is they go to heaven, and I think that they get. I don't know, because I heard they go to heaven and they get brought up there, which don't make sense. Because how can they grow in death, in the afterlife? Because that don't make sense. So I think they always came back. But the thing is, like, my neighbor, he's from Japan. He believes in reincarnation.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
And he turned around and he said, like, he's a white dude who grew up in Japan. And he turned around and he said one time, he's like, oh yeah, when I come back again, he said, I'm planning on coming back as a fisherman because I love the sea, but I have to work on computers now. And it's like, right, well, why don't you go and get a job as computers? Like, go and become a fisherman now instead of waiting till your next life. It's like, because in my next life, I'm going to grow up on an island far away. I'm going to grow up being a fisherman on the island in East Japan. And I'm like, yeah,
Okay.
because he believes that he can choose.
Oh yeah. No.
And I always said, if I ever get a chance to come back, I'm going to come back when we have faster than light travel, and I'm going to become a captain.
All right.
Yeah, that's what I always said. I'm going to come back as a captain.
Zachary, real quick, I was reading the chat here. Voyager
Yes.
wasn't created for long-term exploration. It was built for long-term exploration, not necessarily deep space, but it was created for long-term exploration.
Actually, it was created for long-term scientific exploration, not
That's just God, exploration, scientific, really? It's the same thing.
Yeah, but for us it is. But I just mean in the world of Star Trek because it's technically a science.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Scientific exploration, which basically means any kind of exploring is scientific.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It's mainly. I mean, the way the ship is set up. I mean, the ship mainly goes. It's meant to go look at nebula phenomenon, things like that. And then it got ripped out of its comfort zone and became one of the most powerful ships in the galaxy.
With magic photon torpedoes.
Oh, and magic shuttles.
Yeah.
And magic fuel. I like the show, but the ship annoys me.
And you're right. You can't change the pattern. Okay, you create an alternate timeline while the existing timeline still exists. Draw it on a piece of paper, and you'll see what I'm talking about, Zachary.
So, what do you think of the MCU explanation of time?
Oh, they don't know what the hell they're talking about.
Yeah,
they broke their own. They broke their own. I don't even acknowledge MCU. I don't even acknowledge them. I know you guys do. That's fine. They ruined comics as far as I'm concerned. Horrible.
No.
Kept rebooting the Hulk. Kept rebooting this. Kept rebooting that. Horrible. Destroyed. Infinity Gauntlet. Destroyed Iron Man. Completely destroyed it all. I hate any Marvel movies. They ruined it. At best, they're fun to watch, just to watch and forget about.
Look, I need to say, even if you enjoy the movies, I mean, the movies themselves, I think their success did help in the destruction of comics.
Their success only survived because of the new people.
They set the new the problem is the comics are now trying to emulate the movies. That was the thing, like, ever since the first early Marvel movies were a thing. And now, because they're trying to emulate, it's like trying to copy a copy of a copy, you know?
Right.
Yes, and you always lose something when you do that. And they would have done so much better if they did not do that.
I mean,
Silver Surfer, and you had Galactus, and all we got to see was a freaking shadow and a nebula.
No,
yeah.
it was a shadow on Saturn, but yeah.
Don't even get me started on that. That was the beginning of me hating anybody doing Marvel movies. Deadpool The first scene of Deadpool, completely I wanted to puke. With the glowing eyes and all the messed up abilities and the tied up mouth and all that crap.
Have you not seen the new Deadpool?
Yeah, the new Deadpool's better.
Okay, Yosef,
Better.
how are you one of the reasons that LDG does not like the MCU? That's what I. That's
The way I look at it is, honest, to each their own. I mean, I like the MCU, but I don't hail it as being amazing. I'm going to give what's an unpopular opinion for most people. The last 2 movies were not worth the hype.
And what was this now that they turned Captain
Boring.
America into a Nazi now?
No, that's uncanonized. No,
Okay.
There was this whole run where, for a while, they were trying to make like a series of comics of an alternate timeline comic, but it wasn't the main canon.
and please
Okay.
do not use that word again, LDG.
Oh, what? Okay,
That
sorry.
word.
That's a bad word. My bad. Sorry.
Okay.
A
We're talking-
old German.
Yes.
I don't know how else to say it.
Okay, Hydra.
Hydra. Well, that's what they were called.
Yeah, no,
Sorry.
no, just for the algorithm, dude. We just
Oh
say
yeah,
Hydra
algorithm.
from now
Okay,
on.
sorry.
Okay. So then you had things like Wolverine stupid things like Wolverine was a farmer. He left and he
Right.
became a rancher. You know, Old Man
And-
Logan stories.
And now he's what, homosexual now, I heard, or something.
Oh no, that runs after being pulled. So has Safe Space, and that they're gone. They don't
Are
exist.
they? Did
Yeah,
they
they're
stop
gone.
it?
They stopped it. They're gone.
Oh God, thank you.
Then, but we still have female Thor coming.
Oh, Thora? Yeah, Thora's coming. I heard about that.
But she's meant to be from an alternate timeline, an alternate universe.
So they're screwing this alternate, they're creating
I know,
multiverse.
I
and
know,
just messing it
know.
all up,
Dude.
man.
Doctor Strange will blow your head. Doctor Strange is literally fucking with the multiverse.
It's called Doctor Strange and the Madness of the Multiverse.
Yeah, and that's how
Or
the X-Men are
Multiverse of
being brought
Madness
in.
or something like that.
Yeah, Multiverse of Madness. That's it. And that's how the X-Men are being brought in.
X-Men was like the closest one that I somewhat liked. Of
Oh
the
well,
movies.
now none of it's
Somewhat.
none of it's canon anymore.
Right.
Yeah, Resolute, and I hated that, and a lot of people who read Thor hated her because she had stage 4 cancer when she left go of the hammer, but when she picked up the hammer, she was this big, powerful Thor, and then Thor found another Thor's hammer from the Ultimate Marvel and said, "I'm not that Thor. This is not my hammer," and he left it down, and he went away, and he just referred to himself as Odin's son.
Thor's his name.
Yeah, but
That's
now,
what Odin named him. Oh my god.
yeah. Now he's given up the name Thor to bloody his girlfriend.
What?
Yes, in the comics, when
That's
Thor became a
different.
female. Yeah. Do you want to know how he lost his powers? Do you? Nick Frost. Nick. What is it? Nick. Whatever it is. Nick Fury.
Nick Frost is the guy who does the movies with Simon Pegg.
Yeah, I met him. He's a good guy. But yeah, he whispered something into his ear, and he became unworthy. I forget why he whispered in his ear,
It was
but he
probably a
became
dirty joke.
what?
It was probably a dirty joke.
Hey Thor, did you hit Natalie with your hammer? Boom! But yeah, he became unworthy after Nick Fury whispered something into his ear. So Nick Fury knew how powerful of an ally Thor was and decided to turn him off. I mean,
Yeah, I stopped reading Marvel comics though in the early 2000s when they did away with Spidey. Oh no, before they did that, but I was on and off then. And then when they did away with Spidey's marriage, I'm like, well, screw this.
I gave up on comics right about the time Superman came back to life.
So
The first time.
So 93, 94.
Was it that early?
after
Not when
the
he
death-
died.
I-
I kept on comics like
Oh, 93, 94. That's
right after Uncanny X-Men, Superman's back to life, the Infinity Gauntlet, right around that area.
yeah, it sounds about right.
Hey,
But-
how long
Infinity
has it
Wars.
been since I said something?
What?
Hello. It's been about half an
Is
hour.
that Bird of
maybe an
Prey?
hour.
What happened?
A
Yeah.
half hour?
Yeah, thereabouts.
Okay.
Did you fall
I
asleep?
dozed. Yeah, I dozed.
Yeah, we
Ah.
told you. Yeah,
Sorry.
but you need your rest. No,
Oh,
don't
no
apologize.
problem.
Dude.
Yeah,
You
don't
need-
apologize.
You need rest, man.
We-
When you
I
need
just
rest,
meant
you
if I
take
was
it.
taking up a space for somebody else, but it looks like we're at 5, so
Yeah,
I know.
there's
it
no
wasn't a
problem.
problem.
No. People actually come to watch when you do that. That you actually get viewers. That's fine.
I was having this crazy dream that Captain Track and LDG and Darth Revan and DJ Odyssey were all, I don't know, arguing over the document or something. And then DJ said, "No, let's not fight. Let's make love, not war."
So you were having a gay dream?
Ugh.
No. Then I woke up.
Is it? No, you support it. You
Then I woke up and I was scared, and then I didn't realize what was happening. You know,
Well-
okay. Mama Bray said, "No, you were asleep." I was like, "Oh, good."
So did DJ whisper in your ear while caressing your face, "I want to be the meat between your buns"?
Okay.
No.
No.
Oh, please
No.
let's not go there.
No, but Darth, you were saying some crazy things, which is crazy because you say some crazy
Yes,
things.
DJ. Ew.
And
You were talking about you wanted some DJ bites. I was like, oh, what the hell's it?
No. It's only to find the Spiegel bites, whether new mystery sassy mate.
and that's what the algorithm doesn't pick up. Oh my god.
Yeah, dude. Honestly,
It was important, Zachary. I need some rest.
Yeah, it's interesting how we
Absolutely.
can make all the
Yeah.
dirty jokes we want and talk about how Cyberpunk 2077 has customizable genitals, but no, if we mention certain historical figures from World
Yeah.
War II and stuff like
I-
that, or mention the whole pandemic that's going around, you're
yeah,
you
but
really
don't
need to do
forget,
that.
guys, as well. Any YouTube channel who are run by gay people telling their coming out story is getting flagged as inappropriate.
Is that why your channel got shut down?
Yeah.
No, my channel got shut down because I disabled this guy called Bird something, and I hit him with my truck. But yeah,
Forgot to minimize a certain window when he was screen sharing.
yeah, midget porn.
Is
That
he forgot to
happens.
he forgot to clear his internet history when
Yeah.
he was screen sharing.
I
Don't
actually,
And he had
worry,
the
I'm gonna
audio on
put
too,
on
that's so you can
accidentally
hear
share
this in
my
the background.
screen. You're gonna see all the websites I'm on.
That's what
yeah,
it's there.
Corn Hub, things like that.
Yeah.
If I was a farmer, I would seriously create a page for selling corn called Corn Hub.
DJ, take that. Take it and run with it, DJ.
Yeah,
Absolutely, DJ.
Straight from the farm.
what? Comment. I'll be back.
Okay.
It's seriously that you can just talk like it's so weird. Like what? It's not that it's that you can't talk about anything. It's that certain things you can talk about, and the things you'd think would be censored are not.
Yeah.
And it goes both ways though. So YouTube has a negative algorithm and a positive algorithm. So not only does it say what things you can't do, it has a list of things that it'll promote. and it doesn't exactly work the same way, but it does exist. There is
Well,
an algorithm.
I wish they were a little more forthcoming with those lists.
No, they're not going to, because those lists are only accessible by the rich channels.
Also, if they give you the list, then they can't strike you for. Like,
It's not even a list. It doesn't
because you're not
exist as a
supposed to
list.
know the rules. If you know the rules,
Yeah,
then
you can't know the rules, then you can go against them.
Was number one sci-fi on already?
Yeah, he was on for a minute.
Oh, okay.
Came to say what's up.
Gotcha.
No, man. See, that's why one of the things I have on my bucket list of programs I want to create is I want to see if I can build, and I know I can do it.
Number one
It's out
sci-fi
there.
is back on.
Up there he is.
Oh, there you are.
I need a minute. I'll be right back.
Certainly.
What up?
What's going on, number one sci-fi?
Oh, not much. I'm sorry about being so short before.
Oh, no problem. No problem. What is going on there now?
Lots of different stuff going on. You know?
I can imagine.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm looking forward to your stream tomorrow.
Okay, thank you. It's going to be Music Monday, by the way.
Right. That is definitely something to look forward to.
Yeah. Yeah, because music is something that at least I try to listen to, every day, one way or another, either on the radio or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's like many positive songs out there.
And I'm looking forward to hearing about them.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Okay.
Are you done?
Who was asking that?
That was somebody there with number one sci-fi.
Oh, okay.
Which is why he muted himself. So
I got it.
Exactly, DJ. Plus, this way, if you don't know it, then you can never stay up top of the game.
yeah, we just need to get somebody with connections with a big channel that will admit to some of the things, and maybe we could figure out some things we could do to get our channel promoted. But chances of that are
Always wrong, Franklin. How long was I asleep? Did Jeff change his name?
Yeah, he did.
I'm back.
I think doesn't YouTube allows you to change your name so many times over such a period, right?
Yes,
Or whatever?
yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's 3 times. I think 3 times in a 3-month period. So basically, I guess you could do that once a month if you wanted to. I guess.
Oh no, Joseph, the pool is leaking.
Oh no.
Hopefully
Uh-oh.
it's not a terrible leak, although the fact that you noticed it is not good. If you can notice that it's leaking already.
Yeah, if you notice. Holy
What
crap.
type of pool is it? Is it like underground or is it?
He said he put it up, so I'm guessing it's like
Okay. But,
one of those like temporary pools.
Well, go do like Enterprise. Grab some mashed potatoes and just clog it with some mashed
You
potatoes.
know what you
You'll be
need,
fine for now.
Joseph? You need Flex Seal.
Flex
They show on
With
TV.
the power of Flex Seal.
Yeah. It
Right.
even cures underwater. That's all you need.
Flexio, it can stop a bullet if you have like 17 cans worth of that liquid crap.
Yeah, my pool is green right now, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah.
We were just filling ours back up just now.
Always wrong, Franklin. Rhymed better than often wrong, Franklin. Oh, often wrong soon.
Yeah.
I get that.
So what I was saying earlier, wouldn't it be cool if you guys could have a program that worked with YouTube, right? And you'd be able to stream your channel, and it would literally scramble your video and audio. So your subscribers would just download the Bird of Prey 5 app and would be able to watch your YouTube stream unscrambled. That way the algorithm has absolutely no way of knowing what you're saying, what you're showing, anything.
Yeah, and YouTube would quickly disable your ability to stream.
How?
Yeah.
How? They would see that you were broadcasting scrambled stuff and say, not on our channel, buddy. Goodbye.
That's not part of their terms and conditions. They would have to
they have the ability to change their terms and conditions.
No, I know that, but what if everybody started doing it?
Well, what if everybody in the world started speaking another language and then nobody would know what we were saying?
Exactly. Thank you. What you're saying would go against anything. You could change your language, you could scramble your channel. YouTube would just say no until the point where if they did stop the people who are doing it, if everybody did it, then they would not do it. If everybody used scramblers, then they wouldn't cut everybody off because they would have to cut off everybody.
Yeah, but majority of people wouldn't use scramblers because
yes, they would.
I'd have to download a scrambler in order to watch a channel. Whereas right now, most of the channels I discover, I just click on their thumbnail after watching something. Oh, this one's pretty good. So I subscribe.
Again, you're only talking about the lazy people. Anybody who actually cares. It's no different than downloading a browser to watch YouTube in the first place.
I disagree because number one, you're going to not be able to see who's online if it's scrambled.
Yes, you could. Yeah, of course you could. Yes, you would. I don't get what you're saying there.
No, if you can't see the content,
you would see if I was streaming, but you wouldn't. Like right now, YouTube shows I'm not streaming, but if I was streaming, presumably YouTube would show that I was streaming if you went to the YouTube homepage.
Yeah.
And you were subscribed to me. But if you clicked on it without this extension, you would just get, gobbledygook.
Scrambled. Exactly. And then that's why you have descriptions at the bottom. You link your app. It takes 2 seconds to download. It's a small app. It's not no humongous program or anything. It doesn't even require an installation. It would be a standalone little app, and it would immediately descramble you. One click. We can minimize it to a single click to descramble the show.
I gotta bounce. I'll catch you all later.
Okay, catch you later.
I understand what you're saying, LDG, perfectly.
Yeah.
And I think that's, in fact, what something like the sharing site Mega uses in terms of they scramble everything that you upload.
Yeah.
The only person with the exact code can download it.
Yeah.
So nobody can complain about what's being uploaded.
Love it.
But I don't think anybody would go through the trouble of I mean, you'd have a handful of people that would do it. I'm sorry.
Give her a second.
Yeah.
But again,
people would do that, but not enough, in my opinion, that YouTube would not kick you.
Exactly. Like I said, I think the exact opposite. I think it's just too lazy to say it that way because we're in the world right now where everybody using YouTube, it's not outside of the norm. I think that's just too lazy thinking that way. I think if people realize the importance of what it means to have the freedom of speech, to have this user app, you just click. It's just a link. You click. It can work on a cell phone. Can work on a browser. It's not complicated. It's not impossible. It's not super difficult to do. Once you create it, then it's you give it to everybody.
Okay,
Everybody uses it.
That's nice in theory, but that kind of program does not exist.
That's what I'm saying. I would be able to create it, no problem. It's not that hard.
You've also been able to transmit the decryption code to your subscribers.
Well, no, that would be automatic. That's
Well,
easily
then why
automatic
wouldn't
because you would have
YouTube
your own.
just get the subscription. YouTube could download the app and get the
Oh,
decryption.
but then we're talking about countering, and that's another story. But at least it would stop the algorithm directly. The YouTube would have to create a whole system for that to happen. It's not like you're making it sound like, why doesn't YouTube just download? No, it doesn't work that way. They would have to incorporate everybody's individual app and including their code, their ever-changing dynamic code, into the system, and then the algorithm would have access to it. They would have to build a whole framework for that. It's not just simple. Why doesn't YouTube just grab? It wouldn't work that way. It would work that way for the user because all we have to do is click a link. But the algorithm does not have that capability. They would have to program it, and then it would become
Zachary.
But it's possible. It's definitely possible. And like I said, I say this because I know a little bit more than the average person about computers. I know how data gets transmitted up and down streaming, dynamic variables, and how they work. So it's not that difficult at all. The difficult part would be what happens when YouTube actually does try to counter you by creating a counter scrambler addition to its algorithm. And that's when you get into the hacking wars, where we do one thing, then they counter it, and then you do one thing and you counter it. It goes back and forth, back and forth.
Here's what's going to happen. They're going to cut off your service.
Just cut you
That's
off.
what I'm saying. But if everyone did it, they would
Well,
not
if
do
everyone
that.
Moved to a different platform, we would need to do it.
Exactly.
Well, but that's what. But that's what we did to begin with. That's what we did to begin with. We moved to YouTube to begin with.
From where?
That's from wherever else everybody was doing. From any other website.
There's no other video site, sharing and streaming site that's even remotely close. Perhaps Twitch.
What are you talking about? Twitch, Facebook. What are you talking about? There's plenty out there
compared to YouTube.
Well, that's what I'm
maybe
talking
Twitch-
about.
Listen, if you're a gamer, sure, Twitch is probably up there. But other than gaming, nobody came from somewhere else to YouTube. YouTube was the one that was here. Okay, if there's people leaving YouTube to go to BitChute or to go to Minds.com or to go to DLive, but nobody is following anybody. There's no base at any of those things, at anybody appreciable base. If you've got 10,000 subscribers at YouTube and you try to move to DLive, you'll be lucky if 5 of them follow you. So if people were going to do that, I think they would have been doing it already.
Yeah.
And it's the same old story. They were using MySpace before Facebook. They were using it just takes one person to come out with a solution that's better, and everybody will move over to it. So until then,
but the problem is they have to come out with something that's better. And
Yes.
YouTube, for all of its faults, is freaking amazing compared to what anybody else could do without
And it's not that-
incredible Google level funding.
Yeah.
Well, YouTube wasn't Google level when YouTube first came out.
No,
and,
but
and,
they
and,
had
and to be honest, as big as you make YouTube sound, its website is not that special. Okay, video sharing is not a special thing. You don't need to be Einstein to program a freaking video sharing platform.
Einstein, you need to be Google to have server farms in every continent that holds thousands of terabytes or petabytes. It increases every day. What do they say? Like 1,000 minutes of video is uploaded every minute or something to YouTube.
Yeah.
It's an incredible Herculean task that almost no company in the world but Google could really deal with. Maybe Microsoft, if they wanted to put half of their money to it, they might be able to come up with their own version of YouTube. But for whatever reason, Microsoft doesn't want to get in that game.
And by the way, out of all those thousands of megabytes, it's only a percentage that actually sticks, because there's a lot more uploading to YouTube that actually sticks to YouTube. I don't know what the exact number is, but if you eliminate all the videos that get struck, all the fake porn and crap that gets put up on YouTube, all the crap videos. You take the quality stuff, like what we're doing, is only a fraction of what actually gets uploaded, because YouTube is actually home base for a lot more videos than people think.
I don't want to dispute the quality stuff like what we're doing, but you have to understand that's also a matter of perspective. We think what we're doing is quality stuff, but someone like Ciso Prey out there would say this isn't quality.
You're right. I didn't mean it like that. I mean deep web YouTube or dark web YouTube that people don't realize exist. There are people uploading videos every day on YouTube that nobody watches. It's specifically used for dark or deep web purposes. And that's a good percentage of the terabytes you're talking about that get uploaded every day. If you eliminate all that, it's a lot smaller than you think. And there is. I mean, it's a fact. There is deep web. YouTube has deep web and dark web videos being posted every single day that none of us will ever see those videos. We'll never stream them, but they're there. And if only certain people who know what they're doing will watch it.
In private videos.
And that counts for that server crap. So you can cut that out. That'll dramatically.
Well,
but yes, you do.
I would hate if they said we're not going to do unlisted and private videos. Half my videos are probably unlisted over the years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And private. I uploaded things years ago. I didn't want it to delete, but they're not accessible anymore. I mean, so now you're taking away one of YouTube's major advantages. If you
unlisted, okay, we're only talking about private ones. Unlisted are still listed. They're just not listed on YouTube. You can still access an unlisted video.
Well, if it's unlisted, I would say that was pretty close to deep web type stuff.
Yes, exactly. Absolutely. But again, you're right. I'm not saying you're wrong. Okay, it would require something big, but I'm just trying to say it's not impossible big. It's something that could be done.
Technically, yes. Technically, I agree. I just don't think socially it's possible.
Mm-hmm. And it requires the right way of doing it. And I know what it sounds like, but it's the same thing like when Facebook got started. They had the same arguments against them. You're too big. MySpace is too big. You can't do it. You know, every single new website already has a major competitor against it. And let me tell you something. As far as Google is concerned, Google is not even a search engine anymore. Okay, Google is technically obsolete. The fact that they're even still in business right now is cracking me up, because all they are right now is advertising. They're advertising. The Google search engine, every time you search something, how many ads are on the front page? It's not even Google search anymore. When Google first came out, yes, it was a search engine. Why? Because nobody knew how to use the internet. Nobody knew what websites were out there. So Google had to survive off finding those websites and bringing them to you. Now, is it the same thing? Absolutely not. Because when you Google something, the first page is like 80% ads. Not even searching for anything.
It does bother me when the first result is an ad. But
not even the first one, the first eight's one.
That detects it and says, oh, this is an ad. Go back, and then I scroll down and I go, oh, okay, this is the real link.
Yes.
Not always clicking on an ad to a site. I'll click on the site.
Yes.
I know most people don't do that. They just click the ad and go to Carvel.com or whatever.
And that's not a search engine. That is Yellow Pages.
But I will tell you this. When I read about DuckDuckGo, I was like, oh, this is awesome. I downloaded the browser that had it in, I think,
built in
or something.
Yeah.
Right. It built in. And then I changed my default search on Chrome to DuckDuckGo.
Yeah.
And then after about a day, I changed it back to Google, because I realized without having the power of Google search as the default search, you lose features in Chrome, such as the ability to search for a picture in the Google image library. And
because you have to have,
DuckDuckGoose doesn't. So if I want to search for an image in Google image library, instead of just right click search, I've got to download it, upload it.
Yeah.
Fuck this. So So, I
Well,
mean,
that's why
granted, DuckDuckGo is a better search engine than Google, but Google is at this point where I'm already going to stay with it, lest someone can match them feature for feature. And I don't think anybody can without making money, because
No.
those features come because they make money from advertising.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And that comes from not the money from advertising, but the people who, you can't make money off advertising by itself. You have to have the consumer base that actually clicks. So it's because of us, the users, not because of their advertising. If no one watches a TV show, they lose their advertising. You think all these advertisers have power over the TV shows we watch? The second it becomes unwatched, the advertising loses its power. It's because of us. So if people stop using Google, even for a month, you know what I mean? Like, that would dramatically hurt them. So it's not up to the advertisers. It's up to us, the users. That's what I'm saying. If someone actually came out with a user end program that all these websites, instead of the website being in control, someone come out with the program that can interlink and give the user a home base access where your information is your information, and let the websites connect to that as a pure informational base system based on the user, not the server, not the company, not the advertising. That would do so much to revolutionize how websites work today. Because I mean, even targeting advertising right now, it's bullshit. It's not even, it's like, I don't know how to say it. It's not the advertising you want. They'll call it targeting advertising, but it's like paid for targeted advertising. You'll get advertised for something that you didn't even search for, that somebody else searched for in your house, or something that you bought. You already bought it, and now you're getting an advertisement for something that you've already bought. You don't need it anymore, yet you're still getting advertisements on that crap. And the stuff that you want to be advertised for, you're not even seeing. So why do they call it targeting advertising when it has nothing to do with what I want to be targeted for? No, it's what you want me to be targeted for. And a user end program would fix that, would give control to the users, give you control over your information, who you share it with, and more importantly, how much money you make off of it, because these companies are making millions, and they shouldn't be, off your hard work. Your clicks are making them millions of billions of dollars. So anywho, that's why I like that idea about the app of YouTube, because these websites think they have the power, and they don't, but we give it to them. You know, the average user, you're right. They might not want to click a link in order to know that they can scramble a channel, so that now we're in 100% freedom of speech mode. Where you know what I mean? You think people be like, yo, I'm gonna listen to Bird of Prey because, you know, he's got his site protected, or anyone's got their site, their stream protected, knowing that, hey, no algorithm here, man. This is secure. No fake program trying to say what I'm using a word for. Just like when Captain Trek told me not to say that one word. That's BS. Not to you, Captain Trek.
Oh no.
The fact that I have to censor myself to say a word that is part of our history.
Exactly.
That has meaning.
Yeah.
And I'm saying it for the reasons that we should be saying it for.
Yeah.
I'm not here spreading hate speech. I'm not saying join the, you know what I mean? Hail, you know? I'm talking about a comic book that has, it's BS. We bow down to this algorithm, and everyone's, no, I think it's absolute crap, guys. And I wish we would do something about it. I can't wait for and I know it's going to come. It will come. Right now, it's the rise of the algorithm. It's like Terminator. It's the rise of the algorithm right now, and I'm waiting for the rise of the user. The rise of the user revolution, where we actually stand up and say, this is BS. You're stomping on our freedoms, telling us what we can say, what we can think, what we can do, and it's absolute crap.
I would agree.
And that's the reason why we had safe space and all this crap that's happening to our movies and our shows. That should be illegal. It should be illegal to neuter our shows like the way they're being neutered, and then they just get canceled. I just paid years watching a particular show just for it to get canceled. No. You promised me a story. You're going to give me the damn story. Okay? That should be flat out illegal.
Yeah, there should be network executives in jail for
Yes.
ending shows before they were supposed to.
Yes, especially
Right.
like a perfect example is Dark Matter. They had that entire show finished 5 years, and they canceled it season 3 or season 4, whatever. Yeah, season 3, end of season 3. They had the writer. It wasn't like Lost. Okay, remember when they did Lost? They did the first episode and the last episode, and basically every episode in the middle was kind of like filler. Like they were going as they went. Dark Matter was a great sci-fi show that the original creator wrote the entire 5 seasons. He had it all done, a perfect finished work of art. And then he went to someone and said, this is going to be millions of dollars. We're going to give people a good show. And then it got canceled at season 3, not even because of ratings. Dark Matter was closed because of the whole secondhand licensing issue that Netflix has and was created. It wasn't even because of the ratings. The ratings were good. And that should be illegal. There should be something. They shouldn't be able to do that. They should change their, maybe not go to jail. Okay, maybe not go to prison for doing it. I get it. It's an exaggeration. But you should change the system that does not allow that crap to happen because it's happening all over the board.
Fine them because they care about money.
Yes. There's other ways to make money. That's what pisses me off. Find other ways to make money and stop trying to follow the yellow brick road the law is giving us, because they're only trying to make money off what the law will guarantee them to make money. That's the whole copyright problem in the first place. But if that's your business model, it fails. Find the other way to make money instead of trying to say that you own something. You don't own jack squat. Okay, if you learn anything from the Indians, you don't own jack squat.
Right.
That you can argue that to the day or whatever, but it comes down to that's a simple fact. The only thing you own is your body. End of story. Okay? You cannot say 1 + 1 = 2. That's mine. You can't do that. These 3 circles and this smile is mine. You can't draw this. BS. I have the right to express myself. I have the right to think, speak. I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting a little emotional on this. My logic's getting a little overridden, but I mean, I'm just strong about this, guys. Like, we are being limited because there's only so many things that you can write on a piece of paper. There's only so many drawings you can do. And if everybody thinks they're trying to make money off drawing something, there's going to be a point where we can't draw or say anything anymore because it'll all be taken one way or another.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make sense. And if that's there's a million ways of making money by using a show or draw, or, you know, a work of art, a movie, or whatever, any kind of creation. There's other ways of making money, but the reason why they don't want to do it is because they want the easy way out. They want the yellow brick road. And that's why they lobby laws for copyrights this and fair use that and BS. But if they did it the right way, where it actually takes them a little bit of effort and a little bit of creativity, find another way to make money, and then these shows would never get canceled. They won't be written by idiots and morons and not related canon people.
Oh.
Anywho, all right, that's all I have to say about that, man.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you all came on today. We are over the 3-hour mark, which I'm actually surprised by. And I would like to encourage you to go to, let's see here, when we get the tab open. It's going to be a while. But Max World Entertainment will be having something, Odega Outlaw's book, chapters 5 through 7, watch party. Oh, wait a minute, it's Monday. Oops, my bad.
No, but if you want, I can put a link to the book on Amazon for people to look at.
Oh, please do. That's why you're mod here, so you make my life easier.
There you are.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, as you said, I'm here to make your life easier.
Good Lord.
Well, I'd like to thank the panel again for coming on. Is there anything that you'd like to promote, Meadow Merc?
I guess just my channels. I got Mando Merc and Cast in the Shadows. I'll put links to both of them in the chat right now. I have Cast in the Shadows is a monthly podcast, and we do some, other videos here and there. I'm still trying to work out when to do content, just because most of the videos are more, traditional news or discussion vids, and those take a lot longer to coordinate versus just, hey, going up to a friend and go, hey, you want to play some games? Sure, and then I'll just record that, and that's
Right.
on my personal channel. Next episode should be either May 30th or June 6th. Not sure yet. So
Okay,
it's usually live on my Twitch channel. So I
good,
do all my live streams on Twitch.
cool. I'll make sure to add you on Twitch as well. And Bird of Prey 5, you got something coming up soon?
Yeah, a little bit. I guess I'm going to stream.
Okay.
I'm sorry, it's Mamo Praise talking to Sizzle Prey in the background.
Right. Right.
A lot, but yeah, I don't want to. Is somebody else doing something in the next hour?
No.
Oh,
Not that I know
okay.
of.
Yeah, then I'll probably stream in 15 or 20 minutes.
Okay.
I'm not yet sure if it'll be Risk or Counter-Strike Go, but or just hanging out. We could just talk. I don't know, whatever.
Awesome. Is that on stream, by the way?
Huh?
I'm assuming that's on stream. Counter-Strike Go.
Yes, it's on Steam.
Steam.
Counter-Strike Global Offensive, CS:GO.
Got it. Okay.
And Always Wrong Franklin, if you're always wrong, how do you know you're always wrong? Wouldn't you be wrong about being always wrong?
That would take effort to always be wrong, constantly, 24/7, no matter what you do.
Thank you, Captain Track, for having us.
Oh, you are most welcome. And
Yes, sir.
again, I want to thank everybody who's in the chat as well. And you all have a great day.
You too. Take care, everyone.
Peace.